kind of listed as a co-starter with Take Bigsby. You see that? Like both first team. What does that mean? Because I don't see that designation on defense, and here's what I'm talking about. The one thing that I wanted to know, was where does Travis Hunter fit in on that defense? And really, it looks like he'd be the fourth corner. Looks like he'd be kind of behind Jarian Jones as the slot corner. It looks like they're going to keep Lewis outside, doesn't it? He has been he has more than shown well for himself in what we've seen limitedly. Is that a word? Limitedly? In limited fashion, at least as limited as training camp the setup is. But back to, listen, I got one goal here to start the season. It's going to be bad karma if you don't pull this off. So, Tony, I know you're listening on the treadmill this morning. All right? Game one, I want Travis Hunter's football card to be the only player in NFL history to start the game at both receiver and corner. Run him out there in nickel. I don't care what it takes. Run 4 DBs if you got to. Yeah, I want him to have that little ceremonial designation for just everything that it costs to get him, how important he is to the franchise. Let's just put a little stamp of history on the whole thing. It's one play. Anywho, he is not listed as the starting corner, which I think we also knew. Some interesting designations on this defensive on this defensive side of things. Some interesting, maybe not going exactly like you might think. When the depth chart goes there, for instance, Yasir Abdullah listed as a starter here? Huh? Really? One of the outside linebackers? Really? Yasir Abdullah? They got Dennis Gardeck in there, one of those co-starter type deals. That's probably, all going to be related to how Gardeck is feeling, right? Recently off the PUP list, but yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. Campbell and Lewis, your starting corners on the, quote, unofficial depth chart. They got Murray and Savage mentioned together. They got Wingard and Johnson mentioned together. Maybe that's why it's unofficial. It's unofficial because I just checked. You're not allowed to have 27 starters in the NFL. Liam Cohen making the rounds. He was on the Rich Eisen show yesterday. Talked about Travis Hunter. First team offense, second team defense out of the gate. And Cohen was asked, you got a guy down there that can win both the offensive and defensive rookies of the year?
It's absolutely happening. I do think it's possible. He is committed, man. Like, he is committed to driving not just himself, but his teammates as well. And I think that his teammates, you spoke of Josh Hines-Allen,
yes, sir.
You speak of Trayvon Walker, you speak of Foye, Tyson Campbell, Jordan Lewis from Dallas. Like, these guys are challenging him every single day. Like, he doesn't get a free pass because he was the second overall pick and he's Travis Hunter. Like, they are in his grill, trying to jam him up, trying to hem him up, trying to make it as hard as they can possibly make it for him in a great way, like in the most healthy way as possible, where they're going at it and chirping at each other. But it's truly, guys, iron sharpening iron. That's what it feels like. And I wouldn't expect anything less from those guys. And so they've all been on board in terms of, hey, man, they think he can do it as well, but they're going to make him earn it as well in this building.
E.T., why do I absolutely love everything I just heard?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, why do I absolutely love? That's a different vibe, man. Again,
because you're the second overall pick and all. Man, we don't care nothing about that. You're about to be a Jaguar, and we're going to make sure you earn everything that you get.
And he seems to be right in step with what they're asking, what he's giving, and how talented he is. And we've heard some of the veterans tell us that, man. At the same time, any of those vets that Liam Cohen just referenced right there, E.T., ask them about Travis Hunter, and they'll speak very highly of the young man. So, all right, we're just getting going up and at him here on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Boy, back in the day, this was a way more important list than it's evolved into now, but important nonetheless. First coaches poll is out. Where does your favorite team land? Dive into some of the notes and nuances of the first coaches poll when we return. Up and at 'em on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, John Osher knows Jacksonville football like Jax Beach knows the ocean.
That makes two of us.
Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft on 1010XL.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Experience the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra as they bring to life the legendary sound of Journey.
Took the midnight train going anywhere.
Feel the power of Faithfully. Rock out to Wheel in the Sky and sing every word of Don't Stop Believing. Friday, August 8th at the historic Florida Theater. One epic night of the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra featuring Journey. Get your tickets at floridatheater.com.
XL Primetime is back where they belong.
Wait a minute, I know where that is.
Lunch is on Josie, Matt Hayes, and Leon.
You could lay a little barbecue on us.
From the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
But somebody else is going to have to cook it.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I have to brag about my kids' success again. My daughter's success, thanks to our friends at Awaken 180. Now, you know my daughter, Amber, as I've been telling you, has been trying to drop some weight for a while. Couldn't really find the right means. Well, she's now been in the Awaken 180 program for close to a month. And you ready for this? She's dropped over 30 pounds. That's right. The number is real. 30 pounds in close to a month. That's with no shots, nothing extreme, just the right plan, the right food, proper coaching, all from the folks at Awaken 180. She already said it's affected her mobility, just her life in general. Man, she is happy. And that means her mother and I are happy too. I can promise you that. So if you're ready to kickstart your transformation, call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com. Get started on your weight loss journey. Call them today at Awaken 180.
Hey, it's Joe C. When was the last time you flushed out your water heater? Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan. So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Feeling the Florida heat? Make sure your car's AC is ready with help from Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Right now, get $50 off all AC services at any of their 5 Jacksonville locations. Whether it's a quick recharge or a full repair, their expert technicians will keep you cool and comfortable on the road. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your AC service today and take advantage of this limited one-time offer. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I think he's taking it well so far. I think there's still a lot of strides that needs to be made. But at the end of the day, man, he's a baller. You put the ball in his hand, or if he has the opportunity to go get the ball, he's going to make a play. And when you have a guy like that on the field at all times, that puts you in a better position to be successful.
That is Josh Allen on Travis Hunter. So thought we'd piggyback a little bit how we ended the last segment. Liam Cohen on with Rich Eisen yesterday. And Travis Hunter earning the respect of his team, earns a second team spot on the defensive depth chart. Of course, penciled in as the starting receiver as the Jags get their first, quote, unofficial depth chart out there. And I guess the reason it's unofficial, they have like co-starters at multiple positions on this first depth chart, which, hey, man, call me intuitive, but I'd say if you're looking for competition challenges, start there. You got dudes listed as co-starters. They can't be co-starters. So, yeah, if you want to look at where their main competition is here for out-the-gate impact, then that's the starting lineup. And so with 4 or 5 of those spots listed, and we'll go through those individually a little bit later, and I've already mentioned them in passing. But that's, and again, a depth chart this time of the year is so fluid, man. I mean, any and everything can change so quickly. We got more NFL news with the football fix. That's coming up a little bit later this morning. Man, the Browns and their quarterback situation is just ungodly, man. They signed Tyler Huntley yesterday. I believe he becomes the 5th on the roster because checks notes. The other 4 are all hurt, pretty much. And the other 4, if you added all their attributes together at this stage of their careers, 2 being rookies and 1 being 100, a Flaccosaurus, you might get a decent quarterback that could get you to 500. And listen, nobody knows it better than we do here in Jacksonville, struggling to find even a competent quarterback. Say what you want about our current situation, but we have some competency at the position. We've played, a lot of years without that. And, buddy, I don't know if I've seen it as bad as it is right now for the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what the over-under is in Vegas on them, but we talked about this early. If I had to predict the team right now that win the fewest games, I think I'd go with Cleveland, E.T.
Yeah.
They can play some defense on you, I guess. But, Nick Chubb ain't walking through that door. He's in Houston, and oft injured. Their running game is not much. Their leading receiver has been a very mercurial, unreliable week-to-week Jerry Jeudy. And you got Njoku, I guess, at tight end. And I know they got, Myles Garrett, obviously, on defense. They're also in a division that has 3 potential playoff teams with the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bengals. It's going to be a long year for Cleveland, man. Anyway, more news than a football fix. That's coming up later. We see the differences. We see the differences in sensibility and reaction, and in this case, lawfare. We can see the difference in these 2 major cities in the United States. One down in southern gentile Atlanta, Georgia, and the other in Chicago. And here's what I mean. Remember the Bilbo incident we had in Atlanta a couple weeks ago, E.T.?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, some crazed fan. By the way, is there a better name for the offender? I'll get to that in just a second. But, yeah, they tracked down the guy who threw the Bilbo onto the court during a Golden State Atlanta Dream game in Atlanta. That happened last Tuesday, so exactly 1 week ago, Bilbos were flying. Dude's name, you ready? And all due respect, if you're driving in and this is your name, and you're like, man, I hate that Prosser. Delbert, my man Delbert threw it out there.
Delbert. That's just funny to say.
That's what I'm saying, man. He threw the Bilbo. Delbert threw the Bilbo. Yeah, Delbert's in a little bit of trouble now. 23-year-old probably wishing he never went to Adam and Eve and bought that thing.
Yeah. Delbert got arrested.
He's got counts of disorderly conduct, public indecency, indecent exposure, criminal trespass. Yeah, Johnny Law coming hard.
Delbert trying to be funny.
Released Sunday. This is a little bit of overcharge, I think, but nonetheless, it was released Sunday on an undisclosed bond. Really, he's in jail for being extra mean to women. Right? I mean, there's just stuff thrown on fields and play all the daggum time, but this was just especially offensive because it's a Bilbo. Next potential court date not set. WNBA said the arrest had been made and then went into safety and well-being and all that good stuff. Now, here's the differences I was going to point out. So that's how they handled it in Atlanta. Within a week, we got an arrest and multiple charges, E.T. Don't bring that Bilbo down here to Atlanta GA and throw it on the court.
What's wrong with you, Delbert?
All right. Well, in case you missed it, we missed this over the weekend. We would have had another Bilbo report for you. The Bilbo flew at the Chicago game on Friday night. Did you see that?
I saw that, too.
Yeah, a second Bilbo has been thrown. It went onto the court Friday. in the third quarter of a game there. Now, when Chicago police were asked if an arrest had been made or an incident report filed, the police there responded, hey, we don't see anything on that incident.
Dang.
We don't see a no people. Chicago? You want us to go investigate a Bilbo toss? Yeah. To each Bilbo his own. I mean, the series of decisions that are made before your arm is cocked back at a WNBA
right,
game.
the series of decisions.
Think about it all. From
purchase.
First you think. First you say, hey, take a Bilbo to the game. That might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you got to go purchase.
Buy one.
Then you got to hide it to get it in.
So you stuffed it in your pants.
I'm assuming that you just you lived a second fantasy that you were, Bilbo size.
Right.
What are we doing? Moving on. No charges. They're not aware of the incident in Chicago. My man in Atlanta's going to get 10 to life. We'll see.
Oh man.
Or does it just feel that way? Hey, Cubs fans. Yeah. I could have told you, I almost feel sorry for you, but the Cubs made a deadline move to go get Mike Soroka, who was a tremendous prospect with the Braves. I mean, he made an all-star game at like 20. He was top 10, maybe top 5 in the Cy Young voting, maybe even as a rookie. He was just a tremendously bright future. Had arm issues and injuries, never got back and right, and ultimately the Braves sent him in a trade to like the White Sox. Didn't lasted 1 year there. He went to the Nationals. They put him in their rotation this year. He had started to figure it out just a little bit. Still an ERA of about 4.5. The Cubs went at the deadline and got him. Soroka went 2 innings last night, had to be removed from the game with a shoulder injury, and is headed straight to the injured list. So I feel you, Cub fan, as a guy who has tracked Mike Soroka. And again, man, what a bright future it looked like that dude had. He was really, really good young pitcher. Every bit as good, not different, but every bit as good as Spencer Strider. Maybe not quite that level, but Schwellenbach and some of these younger pitchers, every bit that. Looked like he was on his way to being a number one on a staff for a lot of years. And, man, those arm injuries get you. And Braves seem to have more than normal. Seems that way. All right, there was a day where the coaches poll, the AP polls, they meant a whole lot more. You would literally set your national champion based on what the pollsters had said. Either wasn't that, well, I guess it was. It was that long. It was a long time ago, but, back into the, maybe even to the early 90s, certainly into the 80s, bowl games did their best to match top-ranked teams, but they didn't have to. And at the end of the day, we were always left with pollsters deciding who the national champ was. Often it meant a team with 1 loss would be voted the national champs, even though a very good team with no losses would be ranked behind them. Penn State and Joe Paterno, I don't know the exact number, had a number of undefeated seasons where they weren't national champs. But it was all up to the pollsters. So these polls, when they were released, they really mattered. Because it was going to determine at the end of the year whether or not you were recognized as national champions. Now, of course, we have a 12-team playoff, soon to be 16. Polls are all but useless other than give us some talking points and maybe some points of reference before the season gets started. We also get some numbers put next to those incredible opening week matchups, including, I believe I read for the first time ever, 1 and 2 meet in game 1. Texas and Ohio State. Texas was voted number 1 in the coaches poll. Ohio State was number 2, and they opened the season against each other. Wow, what a game. But the polls, even with their decreased value, they're still interesting. And until you get to the playoff rankings, they'll still guide the narrative into the playoff release. They're not totally impotent now, and they do matter because they will kind of set the base order for somewhere some human is programming the analytics into the computers who spit out their numbers. We're all going to be influenced by who the coaches and media say are the best teams. So it will carry some value. By the time, that the playoff rankings start getting announced, the missteps in the poll have been corrected. The teams the median coaches forecast to be top 5 or 10, they've lost their 2 or 3 games and fallen off the scene. And then those that were afterthoughts, Indiana a year ago are surged and are starting to make their statements. With all that being said, I know the great interest here in Florida and Georgia and FSU and Miami. But at the very top, it will be Texas, number 1, Ohio State, number 2. Again, they meet the first game of the year. I believe that's in Columbus at Ohio State. Texas, low-key, is going to have to be really careful and not miss the playoff, ET. They're the number 1 team, and here's why I say that. They got to play at Ohio State, they got to play at Georgia, and they got to play at Florida. What are 3 tough games, man. And we haven't even gotten into the rest of their schedule. So, and it'll start with a really, really tough test there right out of the gates. All right, let's get to some of the other numbers. SEC, by the way, leads all power conferences. They had 9 teams in the poll. 9 of the top 25 were SEC. Big Ten had 6 of the top 25. The Big 12 put 5 in, but their highest ranked was like 11th or 12th. The ACC had 3, including 2 in the top 10. And so with that, here we go. Georgia's not. Penn State is 3rd behind Texas and Ohio State. Georgia will start number 4. Notre Dame is 5 and Miami is 10. So we know that opening week matchup will be a top 10er. It'll be Notre Dame, number 5, at number 10, Miami. Already have number 1, Texas, at number 2, Ohio State. While we're at it, LSU and Clemson open the season. They're both in the top 10. Clemson is number 6. LSU is number 9. So 3 top 10 matchups right out the gates to kick off the season. So there we go. The Canes at 10. It's been interesting. We've talked about this a little bit as we've looked at some of the different websites or magazines as they've ranked the teams. And we've seen Miami and Florida like right on piggybacked. Like one will be 10, one will be 12, one will be 11, one will be, 13. Miami cracks the top 10 in the coaches poll. They are number 10. Florida doesn't show up till number 17. So that, by the way, completely unranked a year ago, finished the season unranked, and Billy Napier went from the hot seat to number 17 in the preseason. It will behoove him to win some of these early season games, especially some of the big boys. So Miami is 10. I told you Georgia was 4. Miami is 10. Florida is 17. Receiving votes, FSU, not a single vote from the coaches. I have a top 25 here. Oklahoma, with 9 teams in the poll, by the way. SEC also had the top 2 receiving votes, Oklahoma and Missouri. But you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I missed them here. 23, they would be 48th with 8 total votes, Florida State. So that's the hole of perception that FSU has to dig out of. And, oh, by the way, Noel fan, if you're tracking at home with this first release of the poll, Alabama, who rolls into Doak, is number 8 in the preseason poll. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. And so for that reason, I'll tell you, Ole Miss, 15. Back with more next.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
If your house feels like a Florida swamp and your thermostat's just throwing out suggestions, then it's time to call Duck Duck Air Conditioning.
They showed up fast, fixed it right, and even cleaned up after. My house is finally chill, and so am I.
Whether your AC needs a quick fix, a full replacement, or just a little TLC, Duck Duck Air Conditioning has got you covered with fast and honest service. Call 904-862-6769 to get your cool back, or online at duckduckac.com. When your AC is stuck, call the Duck.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roofing Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
yard starting to look a little like a jungle? Well, it might be time for a little TLC. Or how about RTC, Russell Tree Care? At Russell Tree Care, they give your trees the perfect haircut. Whether it's trimming or removing, they'll make sure your yard looks its best, all while keeping safety as a top priority. Call Russell Tree Care today and let them take care of your trees. Russell Tree Care, 844-4Mr. Wood. That's 844-467-9663. Or visit RussellTreeCareLLC.com today. Your trees will thank you.
Want your son or daughter to enjoy sports year-round? Then log on to I-9 Sports with fall and winter registration open right now, including girls volleyball at Duval Charter Bay Meadows, plus plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast. I9Sports.com. Enter 1010 for a discount.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high-interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Beer, water, beer. That's a pretty good game plan when it comes to battling the summer heat. When you hit the beach, fishing hole, or golf course, make sure you hydrate. Anheuser-Busch is always up for a good time. Just remember to drink responsibly.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, in talking about the quality of cut of a diamond, is there a particular diamond cutter that's known as the best?
Frank, the answer is yes, and that would be Hearts on Fire, who have the world's most perfectly cut diamond, and we have them now at Underwoods. When anybody comes in and looks at one of these diamonds, the first thing they say is, wow! That's because these diamonds are cut from absolute maximum beauty and are really worth seeing, so you have an idea of how good a diamond can really look. They have perfect polish, perfect symmetry, and perfect proportions, and are backed up with an American Gem Society diamond quality document. Now, not every diamond could be a Hearts on Fire diamond because only certain rough diamonds in the hands of the most skilled cutters working in state-of-the-art cutting facilities can cut these. In fact, only 200 diamond cutters out of the 1 million people employed in the diamond cutting trade are skilled enough to cut Hearts on Fire diamonds.
See Hearts on Fire now at Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm grateful for it. You know, it's allowed me to be mentally tough. It's allowed me to be present and learn to be with my feet on, and realize what God is trying to teach me in each and every moment, so that, you know, when I know the trouble don't last always, so when I do get through the storm, I'm mentally, you know, mature and mentally strong, you know, to go through anything. So I'm grateful for it. You know, it's behind me. You know, I'm being present and excited for this year.
Yeah, note to self, I got to plan about an extra 30 seconds to get anywhere, bro. My back is jacked. You ever done a chiropractic thing?
Yeah.
I never been to a chiropractor, bro. As old as I am, as much as I've been banged around.
They crack you up real good.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what it is. My gosh. You know what worked? This doesn't
swinging that stick.
It did. This doesn't fly. Like you saw me walking yesterday. I could barely daggone walk. And the first swing that I took yesterday, I just like locked and just shanked it almost due right. But over the course, yeah, being out there in the heat and swinging, it felt the best it has in the last 36 hours. So I told Hick I might take some workman's comp, get some prescribed physical therapy, and I'm just going to, I have to play golf every day for a couple months, for health. for health reasons. That was Tyson Campbell that you heard coming in. It has been a tough couple of years for Tyson. There are still a lot of guys out there. Like, I'll give you one. Fred Taylor, big believer in Tyson Campbell, right? He's always talking Tyson up, but it's been a problem, these last couple of years of staying healthy. Only played 11 games in 23, only played 12 last year. He's had one interception in 20-some games the last 2 years. Year 2, 2022, also known around these parts as, quote, the good year. He was part of the reason. We have pointed so much to the offensive failures in the line and Trevor taking a step back and ETN taking a step back and who's calling the plays. But Tyson Campbell and what we thought he was going to become, he was a big part of the optimism.
He was.
His best year was 2022. He had he forced a fumble. He had 2 fumble recoveries. He had 3 interceptions that year. 15 passes defended. All career highs in that year too. And then it's just been a procession of injuries and bang ups, and he's not played like a number 1 corner. Hadn't produced like a number 1 corner, and there's still a lot of belief that he can be that, but you start tiptoeing into that, you just really you just are concerned that this is a guy that's going to go out and be able to play 17 every year because of the injuries. But we'll see. He's a bigger than you think athletic corner, isn't he, E.T.?
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is like potentially a really, really, really good player. So needs to play that way. He talked about some of those struggles. Says he feels great. They often say that. They can say that this time of year. We shall see. I saw this, what I thought was an interesting little column. 2025, you're going to get a lot of these worst of the quarter century lists, worst of the last 25 years, worst since 2000, however they position it. These kinds of lists are going to come out a lot, especially between, wait till we reach New Year's. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. Ranking the 12 worst NFL player trades since 2000, ET. So you can't include trades that, were for a draft pick or to move up in the draft. They just have to be straight up player swaps. These are the 12 worst, or at least players included in a deal. Can't be just strictly for a draft. I think that's how it's described, because the number 1 wouldn't be number 1 if there weren't. All right, maybe it can include. Let me see exactly what the parameters are. Let's see. Only rule for the list: the trade had to involve at least 1 active player at the time. Yeah. So these are the worst trades of the last 25 years. They have to involve at least 1. In other words, it can't be draft pick for draft pick. In other words, trading draft picks and then one gets, Trey Lance and the other gets Patrick Mahomes. That doesn't count. At least 1. So it can be the trade of a player for a draft pick, but there has to be at least 1 active player involved. That makes more sense. So yeah, number 1 ET, and of course it's the Deshaun Watson trade to the Browns on so many levels. I'll remind you that the Browns gave up first-round picks, ET, in 22, 23, and 24. Also gave up a third-rounder in 23, 2 more fourth-rounders, all in exchange for Watson, a 6th-round pick, and then they fully guaranteed his 5-year, $230 million deal. Unbelievable. He's played in 19 of 51 games. Worst trade of the millennium. Number 2, not far behind, Russell Wilson to the Broncos. They also gave up the farm and got nothing out of it. The Broncos traded first and second round picks in 2022 and 2023, and a 5th rounder in 2022, plus Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, and Drew Lock, all to Seattle for Russell Wilson and a 2022 4th rounder. And then worse than that, handed over a 5-year, $245 million contract, $165 guaranteed.
Lord have mercy.
That's what he got, $165 guaranteed for those 2 piddly years in Denver. Wow. Randy Moss is listed as both to and from the Raiders, he just completely just checked out in Oakland.
He did.
He checked out. Everyone thought he was done. And so the Raiders got screwed both ways. They traded 1st and 7th round picks and another player to the Vikings for Moss. He gave them 2 years and 102 combined catches. At 29, they traded him to the Patriots for a mere 4th rounder, and he set a league record with 23 touchdown catches.
He went crazy.
So, yeah, hey, Oakland. Wes Welker to the Patriots. Patriots got him from the Dolphins for 2nd and 7th round. This was an interesting reminder how good Wes Welker was. 6 years in New England, ET, 5 Pro Bowls, 2 All-Pro teams.
All-Pro?
For Wes Welker.
Dang.
Yeah, that's what I said. A.J. Brown for Treylon Burks. In fairness to the Titans, they were just so inept that the A.J. Brown that Philly's getting is not the A.J. Brown that was flashing in Nashville. He averaged 62 catches for under 1,000 yards in Tennessee. So, but he did have a 73 for 1,110. He was getting, yeah, that was a terrible trade. Treylon Burks is awful. He got hurt this week, by the way. That's why this even came to light. Jamal Adams to the Seahawks. Had 1 decent year as a box safety, and then didn't do much. Just a couple more here. We're going to break. DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson. Trent Richardson to the Colts. Somehow the Colts watched the Browns waste a top 3 pick on Trenton Richardson and then traded a 1st rounder for him. Oh, wow, that's bad. They say Bryce Young to the Panthers. He could still change that. Dante Pepper to the Dolphins, more because they passed on Drew Brees. Antonio Brown to the Raiders. What do you know? There's the Raiders again. And then the Cowboys getting late in their career. Joey Galloway, Roy Williams at different times. Back with the Football Fix next. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Bye-bye. Brock Marionville chasing a 90-yard run.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Atlanta Braves hosting the Brewers at Truist Park today. Joey Wentz on the mound for the Braves, $1.23 dog. Freddie Peralta for the Brewers, $1.50 favorite. 8 under the total. Brewers beat the Braves yesterday 3-1. Tampa Bay Rays at Ryan Pepio on the hill, $1.08 dog at the Angels -132, 8.5 under the total. Jacksonville Jaguars open the preseason Saturday with the Steelers at Everbank Stadium. Jaguars laying 1.5 points, 34.5 the total. Shane Van Gisbergen +165 to win the NASCAR Cup race this week on the road course in Watkins Glen, New York. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
60 days from now, you'll be one of these 2 guys. The first guy, sluggish, foggy, and feeling like he just can't keep up like he used to. The second guy, driven, strong, and confident. Why? Male Excel's breakthrough microdosing protocol, a daily low-dose testosterone. You don't have to be the first guy anymore. Be the second guy. Take the same steps he took. Try MaleExcel.com. 100,000 men chose wisely. Your move.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
In late July, Florida's unforgiving heat beats down on the practice field. Every time something you need to know happens at training camp, you'll hear about it on 1010XL. Covered by Green Acres Sporting Goods and Roland Reach Plumbing.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
experts.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarrOrthopedics.com.
Tailgaters parking season passes are on sale now. Secure your Jaguar season parking today. Enjoy indoor restrooms, a full-service bar and grill, access 4 hours before kickoff. Visit tailgatersparking.com and book your space today.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them. Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back here on the drill. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Appreciate the Catlin family run and operated downtown 2nd and Main. WilliamCatlin.com online. We got a busy Tuesday for you. We'll start the Lockett Law High School report today as our commitment to local high school sports. We put up against anyone in town, and every Tuesday you'll hear from some of the highlight makers and news makers on the high school sports scene. Man, ET, if we put together a list of those that have appeared here through the years, you know, where they are now and what they're off and headed to, it would be a very impressive list. So what do we got today, E? Where are we starting?
Man, I don't even know, man. I ain't gonna lie, you caught me off guard.
Sorry, boss. He's got it in there. It's set up, isn't it?
I'm trying to set up Fred Taylor.
Oh, he's in there humping on the other side. Never mind. I'll let you go there on that one.
My bad.
It is coming. All right. It'll be earth shaking. We promise. We got brunch with the tour today.
Yes, we do.
Playoffs start this week. It's exciting. I like the urgency. I enjoyed, even though the golf tournament was in hand way early this weekend, we finally had a guy build a big lead and just say, yeah, no, I'm taking. Y'all stay away. Cameron Young did a Scotty Scheffler impression and just blew the field away and picking up his first win, 1,000th unique winner in PGA Tour history. But I enjoy the jockeying at the bottom, right, to try and make that 70. And now it'll be that same urgency to go from, 70 to 50 to 30. So 20 guys will lose their spot in line after the first playoff stop, and we're here to preview it with Brunch with the Tour. That's coming up. And we'll put the season synopsis on the Jacksonville Sharks. Look, Jason Gibson and the building process down there, I think I'd be pretty content with where things stand. They win it. Gibson came here in the old league the Sharks played in. They won the title his first season. Last year, the adapting to just a whole new feel to the indoor league. It just played different than the old indoor league. Running the football was more important. So there was kind of that season of struggle a year ago, and now this year they rebound. Double-digit wins. Our playoff team. They did lose their playoff opener, but anyway, we will talk to Gibby later. All right, fire up the band. We got a football fix. Just going to give you a few headlines real quickly here. The Browns in that quarterback situation, man. Wow. By the way, the Pro Bowl's officially lost all its value. I saw this headline. Banged up Browns signed former Pro Bowl quarterback. And I'm like, wow, did they go get Kirk Cousins, huh? You telling me Tyler Huntley went to a Pro Bowl?
He did, as an alternate.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Man, the Eagles are... Maybe they're either the cornerback whisperers or they just... I've never seen anybody turn over that important position, right? They let both their veteran corners go because they had those two tremendous all-rookie players.
Uh-huh.
But now I guess they've decided we ain't got enough of them, so they've traded with the Raiders for a cornerback. Jacorian Bennett now an Eagle, and they send a defensive tackle in return. That's also a need there for the Raiders because of that whole Christian Wilkins... I kissed a boy and he didn't like it. Is that what happened? I mean, I'm not trying to be any kind of...
You were singing this song?
Yeah. That's enough. Let's pay Mike a chance, by the way. When can our adoring fans come down here and start to pay the drill chants?
Yeah.
You know what the Mans would do? They get a big bullhorn, they get on top of the roof, they would stare down and go, we already did! Back with more next. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, it's a new season.
I like where this team's headed.
A new era.
The fan base has been great.
A new hope.
We're all here to win.
Yes! This is where the dream begins. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Saturday at 7 on 1010XL.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway Sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at everbank.com/London.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. It's Renewal by Anderson's Triple Savings Month. Get $300 off windows and $825 off patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Hayes Carlion for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use, depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. I also go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the Durbin location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jacks Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. The Jags play their first preseason game this Saturday, and the team has released its first unofficial depth chart. No surprises, but of interest is RB1, Travis Etienne, and Travis Hunter is a first-team wideout. The coach's top 25 dropped on Monday, and the Florida Gators landed at number 17. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 6:59 and it's 76 degrees time and temp, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Check it out. This is what she said. She said, oh. She said she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita, but definitely set this party on fire.
Yeah. Give us some Luther Vandross.
Ready for the world.
Ready for the world.
Some Manny definitely set this party on fire.
You know it. Bang. Yes, sir. Super Tuesday.
7 o'clock straight up.
Rock the vote, Jacksonville.
We have been so tidy with the new broadcast clock. I'm so proud of us.
Oh,
we've been on point.
We've been so tidy. This thing's moving along like a well-oiled machine.
It won't last.
No delay a game.
It won't last.
No illegal procedures.
It's good to be here.
They get some personal fouls, though. There'll be some
I got to take a minute.
What's wrong, man?
I got to take a minute. I just get this off my chest and I'll be done with it. I promise. But I'm about ready to start stabbing the Metropolitans to death.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. This is BS that I've been watching for about 2 months now. I'm over it, man.
Should have won that
nut up, boys.
Yeah.
18 and 27 in your last 45. You guys suck.
Oof.
Grow up. Sorry, Jimmy Bug.
I hear you.
Play ball, man. It's getting old.
Yeah.
It's getting real old. You go through the motions for 4 or 5 innings. You don't do anything. You say, okay, let's see if we can rally back. You got to go win the game. It's great you came back from 5-0, but then it's 5-5, and you got an idiot coach at third base. We get a double, and we put in a pinch runner. If you put in a pinch runner, you put in a pinch runner because he's fast.
Well, the ball was in the right field corner, too.
That means he's going to score, and you hold him at third, you
What do you have scored?
dumbass.
I only saw
because they dropped the damn.
Okay, I only saw
Now, it would have been a close play,
I got
but
you.
you got to try. You still got Lindor at second with Soto and Alonso coming up.
You're looking
Idiot.
for a boost, too. You're looking for some energy.
Steal the game. It's the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
Don't go into that extra inning thing where anything can happen. You know how that works. And guess what? Brett Dummy at third base throws one away. They score 2. It's just getting old, boys. I'm getting old, and I'm getting sick of it. So either start playing or pack them up. Jeez. I mean, it's bad baseball, dude. It's been bad baseball for a long time, and it's hidden because of everything else that's going on in the world of baseball. But I'm sick of watching this stuff, man.
I wish there seemed to be some really intriguing.
We got full houses at Citi Field all summer out there, and you guys are
making us not want to come.
Yeah.
Idiots, play.
Yeah, it's a long season. Gets full of frustrations.
Here it
and
is.
Successes. Yeah.
Speaking of the devil,
Yeah,
you got to score on.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
Send him. Watch him drop the ball. Oh, he's in.
Yeah, see, they don't show that there.
Oh, darn.
I see a lot of surrender cobra in the stands there, though.
Then Pete's 4 for 4, so he comes up with the bases juiced. Oh, great, Pete.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to argue. But
ninth inning.
Hey, brother, you're a big league hitter. Put the bat on the ball. And then this is right to him. That's your game winner right there.
I hate those. That's the worst thing, and almost one of the worst sports fan experiences when you're watching a baseball game and a guy hits a ball that you
Look
know.
at this throw.
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
Yeah, that's high school.
I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's little league.
I got little tiny glimpses of some of those dudes complaining, the Beatties and the Vientoses, and y'all
What,
shut
about
your
their
mouth.
playing time?
Yeah, you're lucky look at this last out.
You relived it, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm
That's
done.
a mercurial.
Done.
That's what it's like to be a baseball fan this time of year. I wish I was. I wish the Braves had battled back to 500.
By the way, Pros,
cussing.
As bad as it is for me, it's worse for Yankee fans.
Oh yeah, they're
it's slipping away, and
they're a disaster.
They want to kill Boone.
Yeah, I believe
because he shoves Devin Williams out there to close again. Have you seen Devin Williams? He's blown like 6, just brutal games.
Well,
and he did it again last night. The Yankee announcers karma'd him. Jock Peterson comes up, and he's a big old fatty. He's like 126 hitting this year.
Is he?
Yeah. And he's terrible.
Yeah.
And, look at his physique. He's clearly let him say he took a 2-year, $20 million deal. He's let his physique go, and whack!
Yeah, he jacked it, too. Yeah, I think it was way gone.
And then they give up.
Despite my Braves being gone and out of it, I'm lured into these pennant races. I enjoy the drama.
Yeah.
These are big games for these teams. They try and earn either a spot in the field or, continue with the World Series. So the Philly's starting to get a little vibe about them.
Yeah, they are.
They're getting a little energy about them. They made some moves.
Schwarber's got 40 home runs.
Yeah, and they made those moves at the deadline that that has that locker room believing they can win it all.
Yeah.
That makes it just a little bit of an upgrade, I think, and a little bit of an uptick. So, yeah, there's some prodigious home run hitting. I remember when Schwarber was a catcher. Imagine if he and Raleigh were both doing it still at that position.
Impressive.
It's probably never been a year where catchers led both leagues in homers.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's my complaining of the baseball.
Yeah.
We'll get to football.
At least you're in it. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
But I will say this.
At some point,
your
play some good
little
baseball.
doldrums have now extended from like 2 or 3 weeks into a couple months.
It's 2 months.
Yeah.
It's getting old, bro.
Yeah. No,
I'm
I got
sick
you.
of it. I'm
Yeah.
sick of it.
I've had my last few seasons, even though they've ended with the Braves winning divisions or going to the playoffs, have been a lot like yours, though. I just keep waiting for them to catch, to pull away, or to catch up, or whatever it is. And do you play Philly again? What's that look like?
7 left.
Yeah, are they the last series of the year?
No.
Why not?
I don't know, because that's the way
Should be us or them, or we should all be playing each other that last series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably,
that's
probably the Marlins for a wild card
to be honest with you, the 7 that 7 probably decides it. If one or the other wins that thing 5-2, that's probably your division winner. They're both going to the playoffs, right?
And then these idiots.
Are you gold on the playoffs?
No. And then these idiots in the front office. Oh, we're going to let Frankie Montas, who's really Frankie Montas. We're going to let him pitch.
This man got a nickname for everybody.
Frankie Montas is going to go ahead and pitch in Milwaukee this weekend. How do you think that's going to go, Pros? He's got a 7 ERA.
Ouch.
It's time. You got 3 kids down on the farm who are all ready to give it a shot. Bring one up. It can't go worse. It can't go worse. The guy gave up 7 and 3 1/3 the other day. I mean, take Frankie Montas, hook him in the thing with Ryan Stank, and shoot him to the sun.
I never liked that long-haired dude you had. I figured he'd be blowing at some point.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the Yankees are now in a tie for the final wild card spot.
Yeah, they're
Rangers, Rangers are a game and a half back, and that's who they're playing. That's who beat them last night. And
they got to get Judge back.
Guardians are 2.5 back, so I saw they have the best record in baseball since like some date.
We're 8-8 in the second half, which is what we are. At some point, you are what you are, boys.
You're 4 games clear. Yeah, I'm just telling the audience.
Oh, yeah.
The Cubs they're going to be a wild card if they
Cubs
don't win
and the Brewers
division.
are rolling.
But the Mets, Padres are basically tied. The Mets have a 1-game lead on the Padres, and then the Reds are
And like you said, what we've done now, by the way, is blown any kind of like home field stuff. So, it's just annoying. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with my club right now. I'm sick of it. Every night I go and watch just play mediocre teams, and we can't win games, man. It's getting old, dude. I've been quiet for a long time. 18-27 in 45 games is not fun to sit through when you got a good team. It's unacceptable, man. Shake them up. Do something.
Well, to your point, how about...
And I got Mendy, and then you start getting sick of the manager, too. Sure. And I'm sick of that dumb... sick of him.
This is where you
he says, oh, well, it was the right decision to stop him at third. Really? Then you should leave, too, idiot. Right decision. No, it's not. You get a run in, a base hit wins it. You got to try to score the run. Holy cow.
You need someone in your locker room to refocus on, you say, like the number one seed. That's gone. You're 5.5 back of the number one. Somebody down there, that mentality of let's go get number one, not hang on to, the East or a wild card or whatever it is. So it looks like, though, basically you can almost end the list at the Padres, the Cardinals and Giants and Marlins. It'd be a steep climb.
All right, we got some good football stuff coming up. So I want to get this in real quick. Hard Knocks starts tonight. Netflix is dropping that SEC series that was about last year today, and I don't know if it's the whole series or not. So sports fans who like those kind of things, which I do.
Yeah, you do. I like them okay, but I know for some it's it's like Mrs. P last night was dancing around the house because the new Real Housewives have started.
Oh,
who knew?
Oh, 100%.
I haven't watched those crazy cackling hens in years.
All right, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. And
You're a big Slade and Gretchen guy yourself.
No, I'm not. Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jags and Gators and the PGA Tour, and probably soon the Tampa Bay Rays.
Sure. Front row seats. That's what we need.
Oh, yeah. At season's end, I said I was going to do it, and I did it. Will Travis Hunter have a better year at wide receiver or cornerback? Season's end, what will we look back and say, oh, he was a better wide receiver? It's that simple. You get two choices. Cornerback, wide receiver.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
332 votes are in, and the winner is?
Receiver.
E? What say you?
He had the wrong answer yesterday.
Kind of corner.
Yeah, he did say corner.
I don't know if it's wrong. It's just...
I'm telling you.
Let me ask y'all this.
Yeah.
If Travis Hunter has, let's say, 7 offensive touchdowns, but if he has, let's say, 4 interceptions.
Ooh, that would be good because he's...
You know what I'm saying? Like, which one's better?
It seems like he'll have, at least at this point, it seems like he'll have more snaps.
At receiver.
Right. So that would factor in as well.
Plus, you could go play defense, and you could play 2 or 3 possessions in a row where the ball doesn't even come to you.
Right.
By the way, at the CU bookstore, Travis Hunter Jaguar jerseys for sale.
Shout out.
Yeah, so, spread the brand.
That's why. That's how.
Well, we're about due for the annual. It's about now where they'll pop out that top jersey seller list.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely number one.
Is he number one? I was going to say
of the rookies.
What? No, of the entire league.
It's the league, bro.
Yes,
no way.
It's the
I
league.
think it's the league.
Yes.
No way.
Travis
Yes,
for sure.
because they go get the rookie jerseys. Yes.
No.
100%.
All right, we'll see.
The list that I'm not saying he's going to be number one, but whatever list we see, that's league wide. That's not just rookies.
Oh no, they'll do rookies too, though.
Well, no. But his will be in the list that we read will also include Joe Burrow or whoever it is.
Yes.
And I'm saying
Micah Parsons.
He's saying he's going to be number one.
He might be.
Yeah, I'm saying on both of those. He's going to be the number one rookie and the number one player.
Well,
You want to bet?
Yeah, I bet that.
What do you want to bet?
You tell me.
Y'all need to settle down.
You want to get that wheel out?
Let's just settle down.
You tell me.
You want to get that wheel out?
Old school?
You want to get that wheel out?
We can get the wheel out.
You want to get that wheel out?
Y'all settle down. This is right.
Is this happening?
7-Eleven on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Cooler heads must prevail. Give me the breakdown. We're going to break. We're 10-minute drill, and I'm taking control of these wild horses.
71% at 340 votes. Wide receiver.
Yeah, the right answer. Thank you, ET, for playing. Back with more next. You're listening to The Drill.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
All right, so the Jaguars depth chart comes out, and they got us. They played that either or. Oh, Tank Bigsby or Travis Etienne Jr. Darnell Savage or Eric Murray. I don't like it. But I did notice one thing, man. I need some rooks to get up the depth chart, man. I need some rooks to be in those starting roles. I need some ballers up there, man. I got Travis Hunter, but I know Ransaw's hurt. Milam's running second team, and where are these guys at? Tootin's third team. I mean, come on, Brooks. I know it's tough out there, and they're back on the field today, but let's go. Got to move up those depth charts, earn some snaps. It's very early. It's just the Pittsburgh Steelers' first preseason game, but nonetheless, unofficial, official.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
There's a key that opens a very special door. The Jaguars locker room. Go in the locker room with Hayes Carlyon to get closer to the Jags. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at the Cleaning Freaks at Zero Res. Back to school special? Yeah. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135 plus a free hallway and take $100 off your air duct cleaning as well. Listen, summer is over. Back to school time. Get that house ready for the fall, man. Get it cleaned up. And those Cleaning Freaks can Zero Resify anything. Jacksonville's ultimate carpet cleaner will take care of you. Now is the time to call. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call 287-5727. That's 287-5727. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, man. You spell it backwards or forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC expert, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Where is the deepest canyon in the United States?
Filing an insurance claim following a storm shouldn't be an ordeal. Southern Oak Insurance's claim team prepares for catastrophic situations well in advance. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The deepest canyon in the United States is Hell's Canyon along the Oregon and Idaho border, about 8,000 feet deep at some point.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
After 3 years, the Hacker Fantasy League is back here in 2025. Thursday night, August the 21st, at Twin Peaks on Atlantic and Kernan, the HFL is back. Be listening to Hacker After Dark for your chance to enter.
The team at Hidden Hills Golf Club invites you to book your next round of golf with us. At Hidden Hills, we love the game, and we'll provide you with a memorable golf experience at one of the most unique golf courses in North Florida. Check us out at hiddenhillsgc.com.
Who says there's no free lunch? Join me, Prosser, and Jaguar and Gator legend Fred Taylor for free food and football talk Friday, August 8th at the Alhambra Theater. When you hear this...
Bye-bye. Brock Marion still chasing a 90-yard run.
Be caller 28 to win a pair of tickets to a free lunch with Fred. Doors open at 11. Jags talk, Gators talk, football talk, including a 1-hour Q&A with Freddie T, and we're buying your lunch. Stay tuned for this sound to win your tickets.
Bye-bye. Brock Marion still chasing a 90-yard run.
Courtesy of Jenkins Hyundai and Genesis of Jacksonville on Atlantic.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
When you buy online, you really cannot tell because you're not looking at the stone. So it's impossible to buy a stone online that you can really see everything about it. You have to buy a diamond in person.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, who says one big mistake is trying to buy a diamond online. Because each diamond is unique, you need to examine it for yourself.
Otherwise, you can get fooled, you can get tricked, and that's not a good thing when you're spending thousands of dollars.
At Beard's, John's son Ben says they give each customer the ability to compare multiple diamonds in their price range. Not just on paper, but up close inside and outside.
Go outside in the natural daylight. That's the best test to be able to see the exact color in the stone, see the brilliance in the stone, and the fire and the scintillation, which is very, very important.
People want to know what they're spending this money on, and they also want to be protected.
That's why Beards takes it a step farther with a money-back guarantee and a trade-up policy that guarantees you will always get what you paid when you upgrade. Buy with confidence at locally owned Beard's Diamonds in St. John's Town Center.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it. Yeah, we got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack that he says is razzle-dazzle. What are you dazzling with this week, E?
I got a pair of tickets to Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs.
No way, the Dirty Knobs?
The Dirty Knobs. This is going down at the Florida Theater on August 14th.
Let's go.
And one lucky winner can wear a pair of tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill. Come on, somebody.
Let's do it. Dirty Knobs are in town for us. I'm ready.
Well, it doesn't surprise me.
No.
Travis Hunter leads among rookies, but it went back and forth. He wasn't the dominant leader. Shedeur Sanders had that top spot for a hot minute. Right now, as it stands, the best I can determine is, at least from a rookie standpoint, it's Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Ashton Jeanty fourth. That surprises me a little bit.
That is surprising.
Because that Raider jersey is so popular, especially out in California. Sorry. But I don't know where that stands. The overall top sellers, that's a list that usually comes out about this time of the year, but that's not out right now. We'll see, how much of a rookie, start and scratch. That's what happens here, because a lot of these players have been around. People have already had an opportunity. They've bought and owned their jerseys for years. So the newer you are to the league, the more you can build a fan base. The point, though, stands. It's by far, and this includes having the number one pick in Trevor. He's by far our biggest, he feels like the biggest star that's ever walked in the facility.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Just for the stars. From a star stand. There have been better players. There have, but just from a star, it's the biggest star we've ever had.
Excited to see the kind of numbers that he can post this year.
Sure.
And again, not like there's pressure on him to do it, but I just want to see what he's able to do.
Feels like he's up for it. He doesn't ever have that look. The veterans ride him and also appreciate and respect what he gives. So I do want this. I really do mean this for this. I don't care if it's ceremonial or whatever you want to brand you put on it. I want that dude out there. Let's go 4 DBs to open. Whatever it takes for Travis Hunter to get the start on defense in that first game. I really want him to be the first player of this modern era to start on both sides of the football. Because here's why that's fair. He's going to play an awful lot on both sides. He'll play as much as a typical starter on defense. I believe that. Until he proves the body or the physicality or the workload, until it proves too much, I would expect them to get as much out of him as they can on both sides of the ball.
Coach's poll came out yesterday. Gators come in at 17.
A little lower than I thought, to be honest.
That's fine. I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, this is a team that if they win, they'll move up quickly.
Sure.
If they lose, well,
they may stay about there, depending on how they lose.
Great way to start the year. You got 1v2, Texas v. Ohio State.
Never happened, I read. That surprised me.
Yeah, so that will be that's pretty special.
You'd have thought maybe
right
one of
off
those Miami FSU games would have started the season 1 and 2, but
Miami does check in at 10. Georgia checks in at 4. So that coach's
there's
poll.
3 top 10 matchups in the first week. You had LSU Clemson, that's 6v9. You got Miami Notre Dame, that's 5v10, and then you got the aforementioned Ohio State. I saw FSU would have been 48th if you counted all the way down. They got 8 votes. They opened against Alabama. Bama's 8. In the preseason poll. You said the Gators are 17. Just take a look at how flexible they can be as the season, how fluid they can be as the season goes on. Do you have the poll up in front of you?
I did. I can get it again. What's up?
So Florida's 17. Who's 16?
Good question.
Just kind of quick, go 16 to 1.
Okay.
Just not super quick, but just enough for me to make a scratch mark.
I lost it.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. I have it up here somewhere. I may have just sent you on a goose chase you didn't even need to go on. It's already pulled. No, it wasn't pulled up. This is how we roll, gang. Just settle in.
This is how we roll.
Sit down. We're good. Let's see. I need to go to I know
Florida plays 1 Texas, 4 Georgia, 9 LSU, 10 Miami, 15 Ole Miss, 18 Tennessee.
Okay, you can stop. I just wanted
to
to know the ones ahead of them in the poll. So you just did the exercise for me. So I counted 4 or 5 there. I think they play 4 top 10 teams.
Yeah.
Right? They got Miami, LSU, Georgia, and Texas. I mean, 4 top 10 teams, boss. Yeah, you can't. Again, as hard as it is for us to do, you can't. All records are not created in college football now more than ever.
Right.
And you know, four in the top 10?
Yeah, it's not.
Good Lord, man.
Like I said, it's.
And you haven't got, and then you had another 2 before you get to Florida at 17, and then another couple right behind them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is what it is. That just, you know, I'm sorry. I don't care if SMU goes 41-0. It may not be as good as a 9-3 against that schedule.
Right.
But Florida have a chance to, listen, I'm not going to play that game. Gators have plenty of opportunity. We said yesterday, some rankings, they have the better O-line and D-line in every matchup of 2.
Mm-hmm.
O-line and D-line. They got a quarterback. I tell you one, man, I want the position that's growing on me. I'm really excited to see is the one that's under the radar, I feel like, on defense. And that's the one we talked a little yesterday. It's the linebacker spot.
Yeah.
And that Childs guy is just opening some eyes down there. He was great the second half of last year, the plays he made. Remember? I mean, he looked like a safety at times. Then he'd hit
I'm big on Miles Graham.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
SMU is 16. Ole Miss is 15. Michigan is 14. South Carolina is 13. Illinois is 12. South Carolina and Florida is sort of similar.
Yeah.
One of them probably fulfill, and one of them will disappoint.
And Ole Miss probably I would also throw in there. And I don't. Tennessee I think is a little overvalued. But I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know enough about who's back with the Vols.
I know this. Somebody sent me sent me a text that they were showing highlights from Tennessee. Did you see this?
Mm-mm.
I think it went a little viral. Tennessee released highlights from their scrimmage, which was closed to the public.
Okay.
And a guy got an interception, and they were focusing on the interception, and they blurred out the quarterback who threw it.
Oh, boy.
That's how in their feelings they are over the quarterback and the fan expectations. And I guess any criticism, why would you blur out? I've never heard of it.
That's weird.
He's like he's on trial. Like, remember when they put a blue dot over people's faces on trial?
Oh, boy.
Huh?
That's bad.
This quarterback had to be blurred out of the highlight video? That's weak, man.
That is kind of weak. But yeah, so Arizona State's 11 and Illinois 12. They're big on Illinois again this year. Remember?
Again, these are your free pass schools.
Yeah.
These are the ones that just go and, you know, manage your Illinois. Bologna sausage, Illinois.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Right.
You don't get to just. Here's the thing, and people get mad when the tentacles of the SEC reach 3 or 4 teams deeper. But the reason is you're trying to put Illinois. You're trying to give Illinois the same street cred as Tennessee. That's not fair.
Yeah.
You can't give Indiana the same street cred as Florida. You just can't. It's not. It's inaccurate.
The school I go to that has
Illinois 11. Come on. And by the way, it'll self-fulfill. Illinois will get their spot in the playoff. And I'll tell you right now, where's the playoff, Dan? Where are they holding the national title game this year? Yeah, your boy will go buck naked on that one if Illinois wins it all. You're damn right I will. I'll buck naked walk from here to Champaign-Urbana and just plop plop it right down on Brett Bielema's desk and shoot the fat with him, so to speak.
Oh, dear. All the pressure, as far as I'm concerned, is on PSU, Penn State University.
That's fair. If not now, when?
Yeah, this is their
great lines
year.
of scrimmage.
Quarterback back. I mean,
best backfield in college football.
I mean, Ohio State breaking in a new quarterback. Yes, he's Arch Manning. Texas breaking in a new quarterback. Georgia sort of breaking in a new quarterback. Notre Dame breaking in a new quarterback. Clemson's another one should take advantage. They should be back. They should be.
I think they will. I think these two teams. I think they both will be.
Yeah.
I think they both will be. I think they're both good. Clemson, especially, I would feel really wary of. We'll find out against LSU. They host that game, right? In that game game's at Death Valley. That's both Tigers, both.
Clemson hosts that. Clemson, LSU.
They're Death Valley.
I feel like Brian Kelly's put too much into that game.
I feel like
I was telling LSU Jerry the other day. I said, because he's made such a big deal, because LSU fan is tired. They struggled out of the gates, and so they're making it a big deal. And it's, you know, obviously the Florida game's a much bigger deal. It's SEC football. I mean, but you know, you want to win. I get it, but it's not the end of the world if you lose it. Unless you make it the end of the world, which I feel like he's kind of doing in a way.
I think LSU, and I don't quite want to say it. I like him okay, but he's one season away from joining LSU. I think they're way overstated and overrated. But I will say this with this disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got visions of what I saw in the Swamp last year. And what I saw in the Swamp was nothing that looked anything at all like a national championship contender.
Yeah, I think LSU's pretty good.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We say this every year, and then every year at the end of the year, somehow they're 9-4, 10-3, I feel like. And that's probably a probably not completely accurate. I'm sure some of those that 9-4 I threw maybe have been an 11-2. I'm not a believer in LSU. I think Clemson will win the game. I think
I'd love to be LSU right now.
Okay.
I'd love to for the Gators to have been LSU's team the last couple of years.
I think that LSU is what I'm trying to say about this year's team. I don't think LSU's special.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
Yeah, and I say this not to pick on LSU. They're getting a lot of love.
Right.
Paul Feinbaum, the SEC team that can win and no one's talking about. This, that, and the other. They are. And Brian Kelly gets that a lot, and then they loses to FSU in the opener. Right? I've seen a lot of that. What has LSU actually been the last few years, Hick?
9-4, 10-3, 10-4.
Yeah. I mean, but they're talked about like they've been 11-2, 10-3, 11-2. It feels like they're maybe not.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take 29 wins last year.
What were they last year?
9-4, 10-3.
And Florida was 8-5, right? Yeah. They're closer to Florida, I guess, than Georgia is what I mean. They feel closer to Florida
find out.
than they do national title. What is there? I was trying to pull up their schedule here. I know they open with Clemson. Do they have another non-conference, or is that it?
Well, I'm sure they do.
Oh, no, I mean, that matters. The answer is, no. They'll take a pass. They got Western Kentucky. They got Louisiana Tech. They got Southeast Louisiana.
Oh, they should. That's who you should play if you're.
And in conference, you got Ole Miss.
Florida, South Carolina.
I'm looking at the
Texas
difficult games.
A&M,
Alabama. At Bama, at Ole Miss.
It's a tough schedule.
Florida and Texas A&M at home.
Yeah.
I would say in the SEC, that'll be on the lighter side of the other contenders. I mean, I look at Texas. They got to play at Ohio State, at Georgia, and at Florida. Oof.
Yeah.
There's some brutal schedules.
Well, it's what it should be.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll grab a break. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
A pair of tickets to see Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs.
Dirty Knobs!
At the Florida Theater on August 14th. One lucky winner can win a pair of tickets right now. 904-641-1010.
Campbell and the Dirty Knobs.
Clean your knobs.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestaProsAnyFlorida.com. That's RestaProsAnyFlorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros.
Florida Heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
New and pre-owned firearms are always in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimbar, Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, and Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
The Coke Zero Sugar 400 returns as the NASCAR Cup Series regular season finale. Answer this question for a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Coke Zero Sugar 400, August 23rd. Who has the most victories in the Coke Zero Sugar 400? Text the driver's last name only to 641-1010. Who has the most victories in the Coke Zero Sugar 400? Text the driver's last name only to 641-1010 for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to the Coke Zero Sugar 400.
When the heat is on and we need a show we really care, do it with a full arrangement from Kuhn Flowers. This is Dylan Denmark. Let's make their day better than yesterday. Online at KuhnFlowers.com since 1947.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, welcome back. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM, rocking and rolling through a Super Tuesday. Bam, bam, bam.
We are starting our Lock and Law high school report today. That's coming your way at about 8 o'clock this morning, straight up 8 o'clock, in fact. A brunch with the tour. Stuart Moore trying to work all kinds of... Stuart, are you listening? Okay. You've reached the nerve tips of the drill staff.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So sit in your chair and yeah, you'll be your same normal spot. So, no, there's no chance we can move it around and bump it up. You know what we're going to do this year at the Players? You know, we're going to call you like on Saturday. Any chance Dan and I could play Saturday? I know you got stuff scheduled and all, but, I mean, it's loose, right? This guy.
Yeah.
I try and cultivate some sympathy for him in losing the wheel bet if he does, but he just gives it away every week with some of this nonsense.
We had media day for the Furyk and Friends, Constellation Furyk and Friends yesterday over at Timuquana. He was out there. He was hot.
It was hot. I ain't gonna lie.
We got to give a shout out though.
What's that? To who?
Shout out to the fine folks at Timuquana. Is great, but special shout out to Holmes Prosser.
Oh, Holmes is out there.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's 80 years old. He's out there. He didn't. Not a peep about the heat.
No.
He's dripping sweat.
Yeah,
He's drenched. He doesn't care. He's just rocking and rolling through the course. I'm like, Dad, Holmes, I'm about to pass out here. How you? I'm okay.
He's sturdy.
All right. Damn,
He's sturdy. I told you, man. It was about 5 years ago now, 6 years ago, before you were on part of the drill squad in the morning. He was going through a roundabout he used to cycle, right? He was going through a roundabout down there in Nocatee. Dude going about 25 miles an hour just hit him straight up, knocked him off the bike, through the air, tumbled on the concrete, didn't break a bone.
Holmes just got up like it was
just got up and walked off. I said, well, damn, I didn't know my dad was Iron Man.
Wolverine.
So, Holmes made it through terrific. That was fun yesterday. We had a good time.
He didn't even get, didn't even...
No, not
nothing.
Yeah. Oh, Holmes didn't complain. Come on, that's a different generation, man.
Oh, God.
They don't complain like we do.
I'm like, I need a little break.
Yeah, no, Holmes ready to go. E9, he said? No, he didn't say that.
He said, let's go.
We just beat the rain, and these slow pokes back there, they must have got done about 7 o'clock, Ick.
Oh, yeah.
Ease group.
Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness we went a couple of holes ahead. Get stuck behind those.
Well, you know why?
We were done like an hour.
Because Superstar had the camera crew with him. So.
Bruh. Dang. I wouldn't
Hold on, guys.
I wouldn't expect that from the media mogul.
Hold on, guys. I need to get one more shot at this. Hold on. Oh, I just missed it. Let me make this putt. Let me try that again.
Oh, he would have been that guy I was complaining about TPC meeting.
I wasn't that guy, man.
Okay, right,
I wasn't that guy. And that was meant for all of us, man. I hated that we got broken up.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, we had some shenanigans there. We went exactly where they told us to, and then we got people riding up on us trying to act like we did something wrong. That was kind of annoying, to be honest. And then told stories that we got a couple of holes ahead that we could see with our own eyes were nowhere near truth.
No, bro, nobody nowhere near us.
I don't know what happened. Did he just end up playing behind you? Whatever happened with it? Did he join you?
I never saw him again.
He turned around and left. He was in the wrong spot, wasn't he? We should have just started there where we were, and the big dummy was in the wrong spot the whole time. Or he would have stayed.
I never saw him the whole. After that, I never saw him again.
So when we left and went a couple of holes ahead to spread things out, he left and went back a different way?
Probably. Well, he wasn't behind us.
That makes a lot of sense. Way to go.
Who do you think's going to be the starting quarterback in Indy?
Yeah, I know who it won't be.
Who?
won't be AR.
I don't
You don't
know.
think so? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it will be AR. And
To
he'll be
start
on-
out the season?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he'll be on a short list.
But then when he goes bad,
and aren't healthy, dude. He won't make it 2 weeks without having to leave the game in the third. And Daniel Jones will come in and he'll game manage them to a victory. And then you're going to have this, the worst thing you can have is a quarterback battle between less than great quarterbacks. They can be good.
Yeah.
And we've had some here where a couple of good quarterbacks, but if you're having a quarterback battle and one of them is not the difference maker, and it's fair to go back, and we love David Garrard, friend of the program, friend of the network here, and a very good quarterback for the Jaguars, but not the difference maker enough that the Leftwich-Garrard battle mattered. So I think that is what the inevitability is with the Colts, is that does it matter? AR is just not going to be what you drafted his ceiling to be, is he? By the time he gets proficient enough, now he's going to be older and banged up. I just don't think he's ever going to be.
Oh, he's so young still. But the stats don't lie at some point, and he has to perform. This is a big year for him because he's, like I said, it's the way of the world in the NFL. You can talk this big game. We're going to be patient. No one is patient with quarterbacks ever in the NFL.
Patience means you keep him on your team for 5 years.
Patience there's no such word as patience in the NFL. You can't be patient.
Well, here's part of the problem, in fairness. Back in the day, you drafted a guy number 1 overall, Terry Bradshaw. You could sit him in limbo for 3 or 4 years because you didn't have to pay him $70 million guaranteed.
Well, that's back in the day.
They didn't walk in among the highest pay. I know, but that leads to that impatience. I get it.
It's all set up for impatience. There's no patience. So if you draft a guy who you don't think's ready in the first round, you're an idiot. You shouldn't do it.
And
because you're going to be forced to play him. He ain't going to be ready, and this is what you get.
Well, the second part of that statement is if you draft a guy and think he's going to be ready in year 1, you might be an idiot. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And you certainly can't in today's NFL. And in fairness, you probably shouldn't. There are those that are ready enough. AR is just nowhere. Say what you want about Trevor or Caleb or Jordan Love or Stroud or – you say what you want about any and all of those guys. They've shown, no one's ready to say, they can't do it.
Jags released, speaking of, the Jags released their official depth chart. I guess you have to game week. And
if it comes on Jaguars.com, what's unofficial about it?
Well,
the fact that there's 27 starters?
Because they say, either or, is and that's what
that's
we
kind
have.
of a cop. But that does, from a dog whistle standpoint, okay, it does tell us you want to know where the competition is? There you go.
Oh, yeah.
They're telling you where it is. These
100%.
guys, these 5-6 guys are competing for starting jobs here this next month.
But yet Eric Armstead is a starter.
Right.
And done anything.
Yeah, he's one. Remember when Liam Cohen says you got your dogs so you know who they are?
Yeah.
He's in that category. Despite what we saw from him last year and what we could expect from him this year, he still has a reputation around the league and a belief among that staff that he's certainly the best down lineman we have.
Yeah.
On the interior. I thought there were definitely some interesting designations, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Yasir Abdullah listed as even an or starter?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Third linebacker, too. Never on the field, but that's who they have at that position.
Well, they're putting it.
To me,
they're putting it out there like it's
and again, this
starting job.
This is a lack of X and O's knowledge. But to me, the better players, so
Ventrell Miller should be on the field. Yeah.
When you want Ventrell Miller on there
there's other spots in there where I kind of thought the same thing.
Yeah, Foye Oluokun, then you have Chad Muma and Jack Kaiser, either or, as the backup. I think Kaiser's going to pass Muma, obviously.
Kaiser is making plays.
And then you have Lloyd with Ventrell Miller behind him. Well, why wouldn't I move Ventrell Miller to the other linebacker spot to get him up?
Is it that big of a physiological difference?
I don't think it. Well,
I don't think so either.
These guys are more pass rusher.
Abdullah's a thicker guy.
Yeah, they're pass rushers who can come, but
that's not good enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Isn't that then? Yeah. So you're telling me this scheme is it on the depth chart? Is it 3-4 or 4-3? It's 4-3, right? Don't they put
4-3? Yeah,
they put Walker and edge.
But again, you're going to have 3 corners on the field a lot more than
you're going to be running
linebackers.
some nose tackle, 2 down and 2 linebackers rushing, and that's
the third linebacker
key.
spot is not I don't think it's a ton of snaps. I know it doesn't get a ton. I don't know what the percentage is. E, what do we got coming up?
Coming up, we got Fred Taylor coming up.
Fred Taylor next?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the drill at 1010 XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's not girl talk, it's sports talk.
Coming after you!
Tom McManus adds his helmet to the heels with Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
Let's talk football.
Football!
At a new time, afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roofing Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
You've got fantasy football questions. This is where you get your answers. 1010XL's Fantasy Football Draft Guide with insight from Hacker, Hayes, Fat Tony, and me, Mike Dempsey. Get the guide at 1010XL.com and on all of the 1010XL social channels.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beachurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beachurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do, and plumbing is what we're great at. Beachurst Plumbing, here to help.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval! Prize, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Chevrolet is proud to be a 7-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year recipient, the only dealership in Northeast Florida to ever win this prestigious award, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. Visit NimnickChevy.com to learn more. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right. Where do you go? The answer is simple. Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Let's get the work done.
Training camp is here.
Up, quick feet.
1010XL's training camp coverage is backed by Roland Reach Plumbing and Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Go, here we go. Let's go. It's live now. Let's go.
A new era of women's professional soccer has arrived. The Gainbridge Super League, redefining the game for the next generation. Sporting Jags, the first ever pro women's team on the First Coast. Be there for history. Secure your tickets now at sportingjax.com.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein & Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
Oh, yeah, it's time to get pumped up, baby. We got Freddie T on the phone. Checkmate Coatings Hotline. And then we got Freddie T Friday.
Live and in person.
We're going to be spending a lot of time together, Fred. We might just become best friends.
Let's do it.
You got room for us, Fred?
Yeah. Yeah, we're best friends.
Yeah, he said we already are.
Way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
We can go do activities.
I can remember some 31 years ago. It was, 1995 or maybe even 94 when Fred let Peyton Manning have his opinions on what Florida and Tennessee, how that game would go. Those were good back in
It
there.
was a little later. 94, I was a young pup.
Yeah, maybe 96. Okay, there you go. 96,
yeah,
7.
That was my freshman year in 94. I didn't have much room to kind of pop off.
Yeah, he was.
But when I was able to pop off, I popped off.
Well, you backed it up, my friend.
The last of it.
You backed it up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I just saw, Fred, the other day about you? Well, not about you, but about your high school team. I didn't realize. I mean, you and Riedel, right? But I didn't realize that. Is this right? Now, Sider was the quarterback? The coach?
Yep.
The coach, Sider?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep. Assistant head coach at Notre Dame now, running back coach.
Yeah. Juwan Sider was the coach.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing recruiter. He's bounced around a bit.
Yeah.
Well, actually not. He hasn't bounced around. He went to his alma mater first, West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
He played quarterback there.
Mm-hmm.
He played also, he was over at Marshall for a little bit, but West Virginia, he tried to get on at UF a few coaches ago, but those coaches are no longer at the program, so that was probably a benefit to him. He went somewhere with a bit more stability. Penn State, they did great, had a run, last year at the championship. Didn't make it this year. He's with the team that actually played in the final game, in the championship game. So, I mean, I think he's in a great position right now over there. So, I always wish him luck. But he was the QB.
He was the QB.
Riedel was the receiver, and I was the running back.
Did you guys win state?
That's another story. that's another story.
Who beat you?
That's that conversation that they have that's surrounding, like the Jalen, like Pittsburgh still, not Pittsburgh, I'm sorry, the Philadelphia Eagles. We have so much talent.
Right.
And we could never really win the big one. Pittsburgh, I mean, why am I am saying Pittsburgh because I am in the enemy territory.
Oh, no.
I am in Pittsburgh, PA. We're headed over to Steelers camp.
Very
and
nice.
You know how I feel about the Steelers, so I can't get them off my mind, whether good or bad. So that's why I keep saying Pittsburgh. But the Philadelphia Eagles, people always question. Last year, yes, they won it, but can they do it again with the amount of talent that they have? Is Jalen Hurts really a top 10 quarterback? We can't see through the forest because he has so much talent. What's the real opinion on him? And all this other stuff. So that was my high school.
Do you carry, high school, as great a career as you had at Florida and in the NFL, do the high school stuff stay with you, too, your whole life?
It does. It does. I mean, I have moments, I have people come out, the woodworks, saying, hey, man, I remember seeing you in high school. I remember your team.
Yeah.
I remember the games you guys lost. I remember the games we lost because we didn't lose a lot. We lost maybe 3 games in my entire 3 years of high school or so. Just a lot of great memories. I remember Scholastic Sports of America was supposed to come to my hometown to watch the game and then report it on a national stage. They canceled in the last minute. My coach said, make this a game you'll never forget, which is a game I'll never forget. Because before the game, I went out and I drank two big old quarts of old-fashioned beer before the game. And somehow I ended up with about 400 yards.
Oh, my goodness. You know what the other thing is, Freddie? They always say this, too. I bet you get this a lot. If you go on to have the career that you had and some guy along the way and, was a senior and you were a sophomore, remember, I tackled you, Fred. I got you. I got you in the back. I got you in the back.
My roommate in college sacked Deion Sanders when he was a quarterback at Fort Myers.
Anybody who has that brush with greatness, man, even at the height, they remember that.
One of my boys sacked Johnny Wolford in Pop Warner.
There you go.
The same age.
Take that.
I get a little bit of that, too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Fred, what did the preseason opener, did it mean anything for you? Did that meaning change when you went from a younger player to an older player?
From a younger player to older player, definitely. Younger player, just trying to get an opportunity. As an older player, it was exciting to know football was back in that era. The smell of the grass changed, and it was around the corner. The very first preseason game, as a young player, I was nervous.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but I knew I was going to go out there and play a little bit. Same as an older player, didn't know what to expect, probably was going to play 2 snaps. But it was the third game back in the day when it was a 4-game format, 4-game preseason format. The third game is what mattered the most because that was the official dress rehearsal. Nowadays, they do it a bit differently, but still always excited to get out there, to put on the pads, to run out of the tunnel, to be with my teammates, to cheer on the young guys. I believe that's what it's all about. Seeing the young guys, get an opportunity after all the hard work from OTAs to the beginning of training camp to finally making it to the first preseason game. And just being a teammate and a cheerleader at the same time.
How about the depth chart, Fred? Are you even aware of a depth chart? When you got to that point later in your Jag career where you and Mojo are sharing time, I don't know if they ever did one of those either-ors on the first depth charts, but did those things matter? And do you just kind of get the feel from, you're there every day in practice. You know who's who, what's what.
Yeah, no, the depth chart didn't matter. I didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
My thing was just get out there, be prepared well enough to go do your part to help the team try and win games. Again, the depth chart didn't matter. My entire career, my entire life of, sports from high school to college, pros, I never had to worry about who was going out there first. Obviously, it was me most of the time. Even in the rotation system in Florida, that was probably the most challenging time, but I knew I was going to get an opportunity to play. And more than, fret or be frustrated, it was about embracing the moment, being prepared so that when your time does come, you're ready to go. And I would advise any young guy that can hear the replay of this segment, just be ready to go. Worry about what you can worry about. Handle what you can handle. Don't worry about everything else is what I meant to say. And when it's your time, when your number's called, you better be ready because you don't know if it's going to be called again.
Who are you talking to with the Steelers today, Freddie?
Got a variety of guys. We'll talk to Mike T a little bit.
Okay.
Then we'll talk to TJ, obviously. I'm not sure if we'll talk to Aaron Rodgers because Ryan Clark and Aaron Rodgers, they got a little thing.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know if they love each other.
What happened? What do we got? What happened? What was the incident? Come on.
Ryan loves Aaron. But Ryan calls things as he sees it. Aaron has not been the Aaron the great as we know it the past couple years. He's been a guy that's 30-plus years old, fighting Achilles on a bad team in New York, and obviously it taints his legacy, his greatness. Because for a while, Aaron was trending as the Tom Brady's, the Peyton Mannings, those guys. And not to say he's far off, but it's a bit diluted. And when Ryan calls it out, Aaron's Aaron. He's tough.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he doesn't take any smoke, and I think he wants all the smoke, as a matter of fact. And he's a Steeler. Ryan's rooting for him. One of those backdoor things where he doesn't want the world to know that he's rooting for him. But everybody in Jacksonville knows that Ryan's rooting for Aaron Rodgers right now for several reasons. But hopefully they can kind of hug it out, and someday we can get Aaron on the show.
He says he's bringing the smoke on Friday at when we have lunch with you, Freddie. So be ready.
Like, when you say bringing the smoke,
I just want to know what kind of smoke we talking about.
He doesn't understand, Fred.
You got to be careful.
You can't say bringing the
I can't do that?
No.
I can't say that?
Yeah. No,
Is that wrong?
When there's no smoke to bring.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You just got to be careful on these airways. People can take things the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Don't I know that?
We just want to make sure it's age appropriate and that it's going to fit the people that are going to be in the room.
Oh, we're going to talk football. We'll have a good time.
I'm looking forward to this luncheon, man.
All right, cool.
You know, I hope that they come with their best questions for the Q&A.
They'll have
Well,
it.
and we're at Alhambra, the theater. So if things go wrong, we'll just act out Macbeth or
We'll
something.
become thespians.
Thespians,
Thespians, I
correct.
say. Thank you, Freddie.
Thank you, Fred. See you Friday.
I hope y'all got y'all 50 push-ups in this morning.
It destroys my shoulders.
Oh. Marion Hill chasing
I love that.
So do we. All right, my friend. See you later in the week. We're back with the Lockett Law High School Spotlight next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Patterson's kick is up. The field goal is good! The Jaguars have won it! They have come back from 27-0!
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
How good is that?
Got a leak or a clog? Or are old galvanized pipes causing low water pressure? At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we don't just fix plumbing issues. We solve them for good. And unlike other plumbers in the area, Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will never charge you to diagnose a problem. From simple plumbing repairs to trenchless pipelining, our estimates are free. And we can reline your cast iron pipes without making a mess of your yard. You have many choices for plumbing work. Make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. As temperatures warm up around us, ants come out in droves. And when they move into your home or business, it's unnerving. Terminix knows that ants add up fast. But Terminix subtracts them faster because living with ants isn't any fun. When ants show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with an ant problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Clean and Freaks at Zero Res. Great time of the year to get your house Zero Resified. And right now, you can get your entire home clean from Jacksonville's ultimate carpet cleaner. You'll get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135. Plus, they're throwing in a free hallway and take $100 off the air duct cleaning. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spell it backwards or forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about letting things roll off of your back. So often we can make big deals out of things that are not really big deals. We can allow them to steal the joy of our day. But let me remind you that don't allow anyone or anything to steal the joy of today. Go out today not letting little things steal the big things that God has in store for you.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
The 2025 NFL season is just around the corner, and we can't wait for you to be back at the bank. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are starting off the preseason going head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers Saturday, August 9th. Be at the bank as the Jags take the field for the first time this season and grab your tickets for a 7 p.m. kickoff by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you soon, Jags fans.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. DJ Lagway, Florida's QB1, returned to practice throws on Saturday, and for the first time since the Gasparilla Bowl, fans saw him air it out in public. After taking 5 of 6 from Columbus, the Jumbo Shrimp are on the road to begin a 6-game series with the Nashville Sounds this evening. Game time is 7:30. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. plays on and off the field. Now get ready for the Lockett Law High School Report, brought to you by Lockett Law. Know before you blow.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's back. It's football time, man. It's hot out there. Hot. It's not hot, TJ? Let me introduce our guys here. A couple guests today. We're starting our Lockett Law High School Report. We got the quarterback for Oakleaf High School, Jack McKissick. McKissick. He had a pretty good year last year. 28 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Yes, sir. I'm
Ooh,
looking. It seems. I'm just looking at the stats. So correct me if I'm wrong. I'd hate to ever question like athleticism. Everybody's dual threat these days. You
threw for 395 against Buchholz.
Seems like kind of a throwback, a pocket passer.
Yes, sir.
Just based on the stats, right? The total yardage and the stuff. I mean, that's almost an upset to be a pocket passer in today's day and age of football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for you. We'll expand on that as we go.
How does that? I mean, do they want you running or what? You just
they would always like a running quarterback.
Yeah.
More, I'd say, but just being able to move in the pocket is all
there
that
you
I
go.
care about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we also have TJ Early, who's never late. Yes. See what I did there? Okay. 58 total tackles, 5 tackles game, couple picks, fumble recoveries, leader of a defense, and allowed only 14 points a game. Pretty good stuff, man. Tell me about the Oakleaf defense, TJ.
It's just we all love to work together,
Mm-hmm.
and we just love doing what we do.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we work together and stay together, it's just that.
You guys got a special group, and it's neat that you're in having this high school experience. I think Coach Foy has done a great job over there. Tell me about Coach Foy and what he's done. Like I saw you guys. They had things like they were serving at church on Sunday morning. I saw they got some big man picnic coming up. I mean, they're doing a lot of little things that make the high school experience awesome. Tell me about that, Jack?
He's a great leader. I mean, he's just the guy that you want to be like. He's a great coach.
Mm-hmm.
So just having doing extracurricular stuff builds us together and has us bond together and stuff like that.
Yeah. How about you? What are your thoughts on Coach Foy and the experience that you're having here? Because being on a great team, having a chance, that's special, man. And these are memories that we just had Fred Taylor on. He was telling us about his days at Belglade.
Still talks about it.
Yeah, so tell me about that.
So with Coach Foy, it's like you're always going to learn something, whether it's on friendship, overcoming storms, and it's just you're always learning. So it's just good to be around somebody like that.
When did practice start? You guys did the nighttime practice.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Which is another cool thing. They did like a midnight. Yeah.
Midnight.
Tell me about that.
We start at midnight.
Yeah.
The day, so it's Monday. It's really Sunday for us, but so Monday at 12 a.m. We practice. So
it was still soupy out, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Kicks off the season.
Yeah.
It's fun.
They had fireworks.
Yeah.
Yep.
You had fireworks.
No, why not? Yeah. I'm sure the neighbors love that.
Yeah.
Nobody complained on next door about that at all.
Oh, gosh.
That never happened. Typically, the formula for a successful football squad can be really good defense and a good quarterback. It seems like we're kind of sitting in the middle of that. I imagine expectations are high for y'all. First, for all of us, recap. How did last year end? Like, what was last year's kill shot on y'all?
We lost against Buchholz.
Okay.
Third round.
Good program.
Third
round. And what close game got away from you?
We lost 19-25.
Okay.
We had a 3 minutes left, game-winning drive.
Okay.
And I got strip sacked.
Oh. Pocket quarterback.
Yeah. I was throwing the ball and then they ripped it out of my hand.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: was that one more win away from playing for state, or did Buchholz go play for state right then?
Buchholz.
You would have had to win one more.
Went to the semis.
So you went into the regionals. Okay. How much of y'all's team is back? A pretty good amount. I mean,
pretty good amount. We had some O linemen, but then we got more O linemen to come in. So
okay.
We're really.
And the high school program is up and running. It's producing college talent. You guys, I'm sure it's a big deal every year. And it used to be February, maybe now December. And so the expectations are that this is another team. You both have expectations, hopes of playing at the next level. Are there things that are already committed and decided? What are each of your plans after a great senior year? How about that?
I'm not committed, but I'm looking to play college football.
Okay.
Yeah. You too.
Same as that.
Yeah.
Who's your rival? Who's Oakleaf's biggest rival?
Our rival?
Yeah. Who would you say? Do you have one?
I would have to say it's a couple of teams.
Okay.
It's a lot of teams that like to chase success.
Oh yeah.
And and just give us good competition. So I'm really say whatever team is going to give us a great competition.
So you don't feel one. There's not like
I don't like that answer. Who's your biggest rival?
Naturally, it's Orange Park.
It is Orange Park.
So.
Yeah.
Now you play them early.
I forget what now. Who does it feel like? There's not one team that you'd rather
it
beat.
It feels like Mandarin.
Well, there you go. Then that's allowed.
Let's say it.
Yeah, there you go. It's Mandarin. Yeah.
Did you play them in the regular season and the postseason last year?
So we lost in the regular season in the district championship.
And then played them
in the
and then you beat them.
First round and beat them.
All right. That was a good game?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that'll be fun. And you play them again. They're in your district again?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's so Oak-Leaf Mandarin.
2 good teams. That's
two very good teams. That's good stuff.
And in the new system, both can realize playoff dreams. Right, back in the day, buddy. One and done. One of you gonna win, and a bunch of people go home unhappy. All right, when does your regular season kick off, and what's some of the key ones out of the gates here? Right out
the 15th, we play Columbia.
Is that a
classic?
Kickoff classic.
So it doesn't really count.
Right. Do you guys play a half and sit, or how does Coach handle that? You don't know.
I don't know. It really depends on the score.
You never know.
Yeah, we're winning by a lot, and then he'll probably take us out. But if it's a close game, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you prepare to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're preparing to play the whole game.
That's good. That's good. And then you. Is it Riverside you open with?
Yes, sir.
Okay. They got a great schedule, Pross. They got Riverside, Fleming, Bowles, Fletcher, Ed White, Mandarin, Tokoi. I mean, they play.
Ball's gotten so good here, too, man. All these schools are good.
What time do you guys practice?
Right now, 3:15.
3:15?
Oh,
God. When does school start? Is it starting next week?
Yes, sir. Starts next Monday.
I want to run for governor and give you kids your summer back. Spread the word.
Don't listen to him.
Memorial Day to Labor Day. That's when you should be out of school.
Yeah.
You've let them tell you different. It's too late now for you.
Now, listen.
The next generation.
I'm
the hero they need.
Yeah.
Now, guys, Jack, I'm a big Hollywood guy. I like the
Bubble Bath and
People magazine. So, I got brush with you. Got to brush with greatness here.
What happened?
You know who Jack's sister is?
Why would I know?
Well, because I've told you before. But Jack's sister is
Mary Beth McKissick.
Jack Caglione's girlfriend played volleyball at Florida.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
you hang around with old Jack Cags or what?
Yes,
are they close? You think they'll get married and all that good stuff?
Yeah, they're engaged.
Oh, so they are engaged.
Yeah.
See, I broke that. Where's
nah,
that?
I already said it, but I didn't want. I don't know how deep I want to get into
broke Jack Cags. Is married to the quarterback's sister.
TJ, do you have any kind of celebrity brushes with greatness like that? No, nothing you could tell.
Beyonce's not your aunt. Nothing
Go
like
ahead,
that.
E.
Hey, fellas, you see how they like to make things about them? This is a high school report.
Yeah.
But they always like to turn themselves.
That's how we roll.
Don't mind them.
That's how we roll.
I don't know. I think it's been very illuminating and enlightening.
Well, we wish you guys the best of luck,
That's
man.
correct.
Oak-Leaf Knights, Coach Foy doing it right out there. Great high school program. Great memories. Enjoy your senior ride. It's a lot of fun, man. Memories of a lifetime. And then good luck in the future.
Yes, sir.
It's Jack McKissick, TJ Early, McKissick, sorry.
A lot of fluids is what I would say. A lot of fluids, boys.
Yeah.
Get out of here and drink some water.
Hydrate. That's a Lock-a-Law high score report. Thanks to Lee Lock and Know Before You Blow. More coming up.
What, we got brunch with the tour next? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Brunch with the tour next. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get hit by the man in the back, Tommy Mack.
I'm bringing you straight to the gridiron to show you what it's like to put on the Jags helmet and pads.
Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Experience the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra as they bring to life the legendary sound of Journey.
We took the midnight train going
Feel the power of Faithfully. Rock out to Wheel in the Sky and sing every word of Don't Stop Believing. Friday, August 8th at the historic Florida Theater. One epic night of the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra featuring Journey. Get your tickets at floridatheater.com.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Fish know where to hide. Captain Kevin knows how to find them.
That's a big one.
Listen for the Wing Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Whether your AC needs a quick fix, a full replacement, or just a little TLC, Duck Air Conditioning has got you covered with fast and honest service. Call 904-862-6769 to get your cool back, or online at duckac.com.
David here with Royal Pest Services. It's back. Our summer Centricon Termite Special. New installs begin as low as $249. And if you have existing Centricon, but your renewal is through the roof, we can transfer you to Royal at no cost. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free estimate.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Sports fans, this is David Garrard here. And if you're suffering from orthopedic soreness, make an appointment at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where everyone is treated like a pro.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
In a world where chains seem to take over, man, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer whose only focus is Jacksonville FLA. I'm talking about Beard's Diamonds, man. Hicken here for my friends at Beard's Diamonds. All those other jewelers in the town center, big Wall Street companies own them. Not Beard's Diamonds, man. They are local to the core. Lupo's been over there, been serving our area for more than 40 years. And man, they run circles around the big chains. You know, you want to shop local, you want to support local, but Beard's has a massive diamond inventory, all shapes, all sizes. They got the top bridal brands. They got the strongest warranties. They win on price every day. They don't have extra markups to please Wall Street or pay commission salespeople. In fact, and here's the lead, Beard's guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. So don't buy anywhere unless you get a second opinion at Beard's. I'm just telling you, I'm sure you will get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money. And it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
It's hurricane season. Protect your home with 904 Gutters with a Z. That's right. Z as in zone defense for your home. Water damage hits hard. 904 Gutters with a Z hits back harder. Search 904 Gutters with a Z and make the right call.
Hacker here with a cool story to share with you guys. Everybody knows I've lost a lot of weight thanks to the great folks of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. But how about this? I went into my closet a couple of days ago, pulled out a shirt from 2019, and was able to put it on for the first time in over 6 years. That's what happens when you lose over 100 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 Weight Loss. The guidance I get from Coach Kate, I've met with her every week, every step of the way. She was encouraging me. She was guiding me. She was giving me instructions. It made the plan so simple, and the weight absolutely fell off. Look, if it's time for you to lose weight, like it was for me, do yourself a favor, do your family a favor, and call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or go to awaken180weightloss.com. They can change your life. I know this because they've changed mine. Now it's your turn. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
and Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
In between ever for me to you. It's probably the longest it's ever gone in the history of our knowing each other without you being so.
What's that?
Oh, the olfactory offense that I've.
Oh, it was an olfactory offense.
Right. And honestly, it's probably the longest that two buddies have ever gone in between that offense taking place. Is what I'm saying. It's been on. That used to be a common occurrence around here in this fat hole sweatshop that we work in.
Right. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more.
Yeah, that's all.
Used to all the time.
Yeah, we just trying to decide that's probably not the best.
I remember
hostile work environment.
I think once when it had the last time, it got blamed on me.
Good. It probably was you.
Well, we would have blamed Stuart more, but he chose to come on via the phone today.
Yeah,
so
that's
Checkmate
true.
Coatings hotline.
Because man, I hate to do it to this guy.
Yeah.
He has escaped the shadow of the shot heard around the world, but it harkens me back to when I was sharing studio with our boy the farter.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Our guy Alex Urban, who just the two of us. He tried to kind of slow that one out, and it was like the most reprehensible paint chipping.
It's a
and
story.
It just hung there, and he just and he's more there's no one it's just me and him.
Yeah,
and I know, and just the look of terror on his face as he discovers just what exactly is happening.
Just a story.
Yeah, how's he doing? Where is that dude? Is he still in Hawaii?
That Alex Urban is the executive director of the Tour Championship in Atlanta.
I love that guy too.
So, yeah, I mean, listen, up and coming people out of college, fart away.
He was a good dude.
That's what gets you the big job.
Yeah, he was a good dude. The guy and painfully had to wear the moniker of the farter around here. Literally.
Yeah.
Oh, it still comes up in text threads.
Yeah. And I love the guy too. I couldn't love a guy more. He's
hung him.
Super nice guy. I couldn't help it.
He hung him though.
I think maybe he hung himself. It was so.
Yeah, maybe.
Like he had to. It was. Forget an elephant in the room. It was an elephant's big rear end sitting right on your face.
Man, we had a great week of golf, Stuart. I mean, just along with the PGA Tour, we were excited about Julian Surrey winning on the Corn Ferry. That was great stuff. So congrats to him. We talked about that at length yesterday. That's a guy who's battled a long time, and so that's neat to see. So good stuff out there in the golf world. We had the women's hole-in-one at the British Open out there. Kind of odd, kind of unique in the way that occurred. So we had Charlie Hull in contention, which was great for me.
Big fan of a girl ripping some darts down the fairway.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
Big Charlie Hull fan.
Anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys used to smoke. They used to cocktail after every round.
Good stuff.
Now they're in the ice bath. They're getting chiropractic care. They're eating lean chicken and water and no smoking. What are you doing?
Well, everybody's talking about this. Let's be honest. Everybody's talking about this competition that's going on and wondering how bad it's going for Stuart Moore. We put an offer on the table last week. You said you wanted to think about it. What was your decision?
I am waiting. Brian Riddle, check your email. You have a desperate plea from someone I hope you think is a friend for a 99-degree, 4 p.m. ski time where you can't even pay someone to go out and play golf in Jacksonville. I'm willing to pay, just not that much.
Can you imagine the sweat show that this guy's going to be out there?
Oh, man.
That head is going to be,
it's not just the
gonna
head.
be like coming out of his head, though.
Stuart, I guarantee he's a butt sweat guy.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
What a lovely visual after the farting story.
Pretty much the tour's unclean.
I am TBD. I'm spending more time at Southeast Ortho with Dr. Van Rensburg and all the good guys than I really want to.
Oh, Dr. Van Rensburg. Tell him to adjust that spine of yours, man. Get those meaty paws into your back. Oh, tears in your eyes there, Stuart. Tears in your eyes.
I had an epidural with Dr. Gooding yesterday, who, as he's putting the epidural in my back, says, it's just a little bee sting. Hey, Dr. Gooding, I don't know what bee you got stung by in Namibia, but where I come from, that was a needle into my torso.
What do you have, back issues?
We're not great.
Is it the lower back or?
Yeah. L5, S1. And
what are they doing? What are they doing to it? What do they have to do?
Well, we had the epidural yesterday. We'll see if that helps, and then a lot of adjustments with Van Rensburg.
All right, but no.
Pause.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
So you had to do an MRI first, or do they just go to work?
Yeah, I've had a couple MRIs.
Gotcha. When you do an MRI for your back, do they only take you down to your chest, or do you have to go all the way in the tube?
They went all the way in.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'll die with a hurt back before I go all the way in the tube. I can't do it. I'm claustrophobic. Anyway, I digress.
Yes.
There's two different sizes, and the first one they put me in is the one that kind of pinches your arms in, and I said absolutely
blank
not.
Yeah, no, I can't. I mean, honestly, you'd have to anesthetize me. I'd have to go.
Well,
under,
they can do that.
I know. I don't really want to do that, but I would if I had to. This does not scream get anesthesia and go to an MRI. I don't
Not
know
anesthesia, but you can take some meds that will relax you.
We'll see.
Yeah.
ET, it better be the heavy stuff, bro.
Bring the smoke, ET. Bring the smoke.
Yeah. Hey, Stuart, there's winners and losers in the new PGA model and the forecasts and the tournament sites and the locations and the formats and the playoff. Okay, big winner. I'm here to tell you, Memphis. All right, because let me tell you what Memphis was to me. Middle of the summer, hot as blazes. Some country club, whatever. I mean, it was the Houston Open, bro. It was, the Kemper, it was whatever. And it started, they emerged as kind of a world championship, didn't they? Or one of those kind of deals, or they were something even before the playoffs, they had kind of carved even a bigger role. And I'm surprised that they've landed are they the playoffs stop every year, or do they rotate that with other tournaments?
They're every year. It was a little bit, so it was the FedEx St. Jude Invitational.
Makes sense, yeah.
For a number of years, it was in June. It would precede or follow the U.S. Open. And then when the WGC left Akron and Firestone, it moved to Memphis. So that event became a WGC late July.
Right.
I think that was around for a couple of years. COVID was one of the playing, so it was hard to remember. And then when Northern Trust got out of New York City in that event, Memphis became the first playoff event. So that's kind of like how this all came to be. But, yeah, I mean, it's hotter than hell. It's an exciting event. We've had playoffs 2 of the last 3 years. Hideki winning. I mean, the finish is great. The golf course is tough. They just redid all the greens and the tee boxes, so I think the greens will be even more firm this year than they normally are. It's just, the heat is what really gets people. And you talk about the butt sweat. You remember Lucas Glover a few years ago looked like he jumped in a pool and then walked down 18 to win the tournament. I mean, that was epic.
I do remember that.
It's top 70, but I'm only seeing 69 listed. Is that just a mistake?
Rory's out.
Rory's not.
Oh,
playing.
It's just not. Yeah, because they don't. Some of them don't have to play because their spots
in the new Tour Championship format now, where that's just you're not building to a like a points reset or anything. You're basically just playing another tournament. And I think he's prioritizing rest.
Right.
I think with a lot.
It's funny that the season plays so long, and it's easy to forget that it actually will start in the fall, as that's mostly guys working on staying in the 100. But it's interesting to look at this list. It does not feel like necessary. It doesn't necessarily feel like how the PGA Tour season has gone power ranking. Like, it doesn't feel like Justin Thomas has been the third best.
No.
And although maybe I'm looking at world golf ranking and not by the FedEx points list.
Right.
So maybe that.
We've talked about Mav McNeely and Tommy Fleet. There's a lot of guys that are just top 15ing themselves into the top 15 in the FedEx Cup or the OWGR. And it is. I was thinking about it last night. It's very interesting because our best players are not winning all the time. It's so, and I hate to sound like an ad, it's so deep.
Right.
As good as Justin Thomas is, it's hard as hell to win 3 times in a PGA Tour season. And we think this guy's one of the best in the world, and he is, but it's so difficult to win, and you see that every week. And look at Cameron Young, right? 7 runner-up finishes. That guy was all-world coming out of Wake Forest.
Right.
And just could not get over the finish line. Cool to see him win right down the road from where he went to school, and that's probably a watershed moment for him. He's one of those guys that's so talented, hits it so far, but now he knows he can do it, so maybe he's a good pick this week.
Well, and he also, made a definitive statement. I am not Tommy Fleetwood. I'm Cameron Young.
Right. I think he said that in his press.
That's what I'm saying.
Oof.
Yeah. If he didn't, he should have.
All righty, it's Dreamfinders Go time. Give us an update on what happened last week and where the standings are.
Let me update y'all, boys.
Thank you.
Last week, Dan Hicken took Kitayama and Jake Knapp, earning him a total of $53,000.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Bringing that total to $22 million.
Okay.
All right. Still in first place.
All right.
Jeff Prosser took Keegan Bradley and Hideki Matsuyama.
Okay.
Getting him $112,000.
Okay.
And that gives him $20 million.
Okay.
Holding steady firm in second place.
All right.
I went with Aaron Rai and Akshay Bhatia. You like that pronunciation?
Very
man.
nice.
I got $316,000.
Okay.
I'm still in third place at $18 million, 18.8. And the tour, The tour took Ben Griffin and Matt Fitzpatrick, getting the highest totals of last week.
Big one.
$456,000, bringing his total to $18.8 million.
What? This is.
Oh, I'm sorry, $16.2 million.
Oh, man.
What, is Dan 22 low and I'm 20 point high? Because I was within like 1.2 last week.
Yeah, Dan's 22.
Point what?
22 even.
And what?
You're 25. 20.5.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I'm 18.8 and the tour is 16.2.
All right, I like that.
So there's a lot of. This is not over. If
it's really not.
Pick winners. Huh?
3.6 million to the winner this week.
Yeah.
1.16 to the runner-up, and 1.36 to third
I mean, if
place,
Stewie picks the winner, then he jumps. It could jump. It could jump into second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't and he doesn't cash out, he's going to owe us not just a foursome, but gear and lunch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who
So
knew? Okay.
it was
Brian
put out there
Riddle,
for
check
him.
your email.
Yeah. So he's trying to get out of this thing. I mean, it's now we know. Now, Stuart, again, it's right there for you to go with Tommy Fleetwood. You've picked him about 10 times this year, thought he's been due. So maybe you want to go with him over Scotty.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the play.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there for you.
I'll probably go Scotty. I say this every time. It's what I said for the Open Championship. Like, it's just, I mean, listen, he finished fourth here last year, but prior to that, it's, T31 and then missed the cut. Back when there was a cut.
Yeah, he's terrible. I wouldn't go with someone else.
Yeah. Do it.
I'm going Scotty, but I don't feel great about it.
Okay.
All right, I'll go Schauffele.
He's just trying to cash checks.
No, he's playing better. He's had 2 top 10s.
I thought he was in third.
He was in. Okay, go ahead. Take Schauffele. You can take him. I don't. Yeah.
He was just calling my play.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're taking Schauffele?
Of course.
All right, Scheffler. All right, I'll take Henley.
Okay. Let's see. Old Danny Boy's up now. I will take It's good. It's a good one here. I'll take there's a lot of guys I'd like
Suddenly
to
you're
take.
the guy at the fantasy draft that everyone's yelling at.
Yeah, I know. I'll take Matty Fitz and Harris English.
You love Matty Fitz.
Yeah.
All right.
Fitz been playing pretty good.
Yeah, Fitz and English. I just had a guy I was going to take, and now I've lost him.
You're up.
You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
Blanket.
Mm-hmm.
It's good enough for Cameron Young. It's good enough for Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah.
I'm taking Fleetwood.
There you go.
And then I'm going to watch Xander Schauffele finish last. And
That brings us to...
I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Dang.
I'm just going to laugh when Xander finishes 31st and gets nothing.
Oh, no.
That's cool because Ludwig going to finish in the top 5.
Oh, Ludwig.
Ludwig was on record. He hates Memphis, says it's his least favorite course in the world. And after finishing 40th there last year, he almost didn't play. I just made all that up. I don't know.
Oh, I'm about to say, dang.
No, I made all that up on you, E. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Well, Stuart, get your get better with that back. If you make any kind of decision.
We need a pick from Stuart.
He gets to pick another one?
Yeah.
I thought that
You
was...
need like an abacus over there?
Yeah.
You're like jumping in front of E, you're cutting.
No, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those accusations, those condemnations are fair.
I've gone down this path before. Last time I did it, I think it was the Scottish Open, and he was coming off a bender with his buddies. It backfired. That's a lot of B's. Give me Victor Hovland, man. Runner up here last year.
Okay.
The Norwegian likes the heat, maybe. I just made that up, but we'll see.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was second. He tied with Xander, I guess, last year, and he was 13th the year before. Yeah, maybe his kind of course. I hope not. So I'm just going to say that up front.
I hope so.
Going to be up
Brian
front.
Riddle, check your email.
Going to be trying. Yeah, you need it. You're going to need that. All right, Stuart, have a good day.
My wrist pain was acting up, and I needed help. I took Dan Hicken's advice and headed over to see the expert.
There he went. All right, Stewie, we'll catch you next week. Good luck-ish this weekend, and we'll be back with more. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on the Drill. Big toys for big boys and much more. Home of the big honking horn and everything in between. Truck guy here, and the first stop I made was at Catlin Truck Accessories.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacressporting.com.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions if you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children. Of course, you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
They were right. It could have waited. I can't believe it happened to me. Reaching to check my phone. Now my family has to hear that I'm never coming home again.
Officer?
I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
Every day, 9 people on Florida roadways don't make it home. I was one of the people that didn't make it home.
Ride with Do Not Disturb. Every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Hey, it's Joe C. Summer in Jacksonville means the sun is hot, the grills are fired up, and your water heater probably full of sludge.
Nah, not mine.
Think, when was the last time you flushed your water heater out? It's okay, you could say it.
Probably never.
Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan.
They sure don't make them like they used to.
So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059 or at plumberinjacks.com. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Attention sports fans, are you ready to take your game to the next level? Look no further than Best Bet. You can bet anywhere, but you'll definitely win here. Experience the thrill of sports like never before. With all the big games broadcasting live on our big screens and a menu stacked with your favorite foods and refreshing drinks, you're sure to find your winning ticket. Bet anywhere, win here, only at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back here on The Drill. Jags have a depth chart out. The college football coaches poll is out, first one of the year, and means we put some numbers next to some matchups. Buddy, what an opening weekend. 3 top 10 matchups. In fact, I believe I heard that it's the first time ever that 1v2 meet up in round one. Or in week one. And that'll be Texas was voted number 1 yesterday. Texas has a really tough schedule, man. I mean, they these predictions for these teams, they can't come true. One of these teams that they're predicting to be a playoff team from a league, I would say in this case, I'm thinking SEC, is going to lose 5 games and is not going to be even an afterthought when it's all said and done. These schedules are ridiculous, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're just ridiculous. And nobody is, if you go, you should have 4 like 10-2s when it's all said and done. Then you're going to have one of these teams that's supposed to be good. They're going to lose 5-6 games. There's just no way around it. There's just too, we talked about LSU before. They got to play at Clemson. They've got Florida at home. They got to play at Ole Miss. They got South Carolina at home. They got to play Texas A&M. They got to play at Alabama and at Oklahoma. And that is one of the more manageable schedules.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my prediction. One of these teams in this new release, one of these top 20 teams from the SEC is going to lose 6 games.
Well, I hope it ain't ours.
Yeah. Well, me too.
Teddy Bridgewater back to work.
Yeah. He did that last year.
Yeah. Why you go,
Well, because he's not impactful in any manner. It's a story that he goes from, but he already did it. He did it. They won they played in the state championship, and he went the next week and joined.
Well, he ain't coaching there anymore.
Yeah, he stepped down.
I know that. I know that. Well, he doesn't have an NFL future. Right? Teddy Bridgewater's 100, isn't he? How old is Teddy Bridgewater?
Making money.
Well, no, I'm glad for him.
He's not doing it to get a future.
No,
I mean, we're not looking at him as a potential help. He's going to the Bucks.
Okay. I just don't know what the impact is, I guess.
He's 32.
The uniqueness of going from the high school to stopping and starting. Bauman had a tractor, and he had a whistle.
Yeah, exactly.
Gentlemen, I got something for y'all.
What you got, my man?
Jeff brought up something about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And it's clear that these national programs watch the drill because I was watching a national program on there and they were talking about it.
Okay.
And I'm thinking GM, like a GM. And in about 2 years from now, it's going to be time for us to sign Trayvon Walker, right?
Right.
Now.
Trayvon Walker.
A couple of years. Well, next year.
Okay.
He's going. This is his year. This is year 4. So yeah, they'll have.
Right.
They picked up the 5th-year option already. I'm sure, haven't they?
And the point
Or
that
will.
Jeff made was, wouldn't make a little sense to look at a guy like Micah and pay him now as opposed to what you might have to pay
100%.
Trayvon in a couple of years?
Yeah.
I saw them kicking that around on the national.
Well, in a perfect world, I would like to keep Trayvon, though. I'm not
Correct.
trading them Trayvon for Micah.
Right.
But yeah, and just assume that what you are going to be, the market will force you to pay Trayvon Walker in 2 years what Micah and Hendrickson and these guys are getting now. And by the way, we wanted Hendrickson. I'd want Micah more. I mean, Micah's better than Hendrickson, no? I would, if in fact, based on age being a part of the factor, would Micah not be the number 1 pass rusher in the league right now, like the future power rankings?
Yeah.
Or no? Is it still Myles Garrett?
It'd be between them two.
Does it?
And TJ. TJ's up there also.
Doesn't Micah have more sacks than those guys?
I think so, since he's been in the league.
Yeah.
It might be, yeah.
And he had what was the stat Hicken had yesterday? And doesn't he have like a dozen every year? The only other guy is Reggie White or something like that?
Yeah, the only guy to have
4
at
years
least
of
12.
his career.
Yeah, I mean, so to your point, if the Jaguars want to be bold and go get and do it that way and then have Walker, Allen, and Micah.
But would that be one of those things?
They can all play now together.
Right, but would that be one of those things? Remember we said about you make that move knowing that you're going to win?
Well, I didn't know. What I said was these guys from whence they came.
Huh?
That, like the Rams, when they made that move, they were telling you we're close.
Gotcha.
That wasn't just like
why is Micah better than Hendrickson?
Younger.
Younger, okay.
I mean, he's been in the league 4 years, had 13 or more every year. I can't think
12 or more.
12 or okay, whatever it is. I can't think of
Hendrickson's had more sacks in those 4 years.
Well,
he didn't have 12 in the all, but he had more in those 4.
He had 17.5, 17.5, 8 and 14, and 13.5. I mean,
and how many years?
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Well,
is Micah better off the ball? Is he better against the run? He might be.
Well, I think part of it is tell me what Hendrickson did his first. I mean, we're talking about Micah's first 4 years.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm talking about what he's. That doesn't matter. I'm just saying right now, why is Micah better than Hendrickson? That's what I'm asking.
For one, I think he would have. I think he would have won the sack crown had he been. He didn't. That's part of it. He got to be on the field, but he also got his 12 in like 12 or 13 games last year, didn't he? 11, 12 games.
Okay.
13 games it looks like he played. Just younger. I don't know. I'm not breaking down film. If you're asking me who's more explosive or who's got the punt, I don't know.
Yeah. Micah had 13, 13.5, 14, and 12.
Yeah, it's 52.5, but Hendrickson has 35, 49, 57 in those 4 years.
Yeah.
And then he throws in another 13.5 the year before that, so that's 70 in 5 years. So I don't.
Yeah, but the one other comparative marker that matters to me is what was Hendrickson doing in his first 4?
Why is that
because I'm showing a talent level. I've got a guy who is stepping into the league and getting 13 a game.
Yeah.
Versus a guy who was, grew 3 or 4 years to get to that point. Or however, I don't know what those numbers are. I'm asking. I'm not stating.
Yeah.
But it speaks to a baseline of talent, does it not?
I guess.
His first 4 years.
I'll take either of them, by the way. I'm just asking that question. I'm just
so that I'm clear. I feel now I'm getting devil's advocate arguments.
Yeah.
You're telling me you would take Hendrickson over Micah. Right now, you have your choice of those two. Paying them the same amount of money for the next 5 years. You're taking Hendrickson?
I don't know.
I'm not. I mean, to me, there's no I don't know in there.
I like what Jeff said because
Micah's 30, man.
Micah came in like he wasn't a project. Go get the quarterback.
Yeah.
Boom, he win it.
Now, Hickens' point is valid. That don't mean anything when this Sunday rolls around.
Correct.
But I'm paying a guy a lot of money. I would fear or I would worry.
What if instead of giving if I sign Micah, it's break the bank. It's TJ Watt.
I think it's similar for Hendrickson.
Can I do less years with Hendrickson or something along those lines?
I think if you're really making a statement to be good, I want Micah for 5. I want the younger. I mean, again, we're talking about in a vacuum.
How about that? Well,
I mean, these are all hype.
You got to trade for Micah.
They could be having these same questions. You would also have to trade for Hendrickson.
Yeah, but
you'd have to trade for either one of them.
Yeah, but what would the asking price be?
Give you first. Yeah. 100%. I'll give you my second.
What did Khalil Mack get? Remember, it was like 2 firsts.
Yeah.
It's not just a first.
Well, those change. It fluctates. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on
if you're going to trade for one of those cats, it's going to cost you.
Listen,
and that's probably why they won't
I'll give you up my first and second next year for Micah Parsons. Okay. You bet I will. All
right.
100%. Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Rubbings Racing.
Trouble off turn number 2. A couple of cars spin. Kyle Busch is one of them.
This Sunday at Watkins Glen. Powered by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 and 1010XL.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Certainly facing interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's great to know my money's in great hands with ITP Partners. I'm telling you, ITP Partners, Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money with the experience, the expertise, the knowledge. Dan Abel, call, talk to him, ask him any questions you want. Reagan Wright, Janice Cobb, such good work with my daughter. Reed Wingate, Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan. They're all there for you. And that's what's great about ITP Partners, man. And listen, they'll listen to you. They'll explain things in layman's terms so you can, if I can understand it, trust me, you can understand it. And they'll build strategies with you where your goals become their priority. I'm telling you, what a great time to get started. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Give them a call. Talk to them, 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners are my financial partners for life. Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experience. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Got a clogged drain that just won't quit? It's time to bring in the pros. Duck Duck Rooter.
I called Duck Duck Rooter for a clogged kitchen drain. They showed up fast and had it cleared in no time. No mess, no stress.
We've seen it all. Grease clogs, hairballs, mystery goo from the deep. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
If you missed it, get it on demand.
And you send those out on the line.
Find your 1010XL favorites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com. Channel 5. Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
When storms start to crop up in the Atlantic or Gulf this time of year, having a solid plan to handle anything that sweeps through the first coast is very important. That's where American Electrical comes in. Ensure your home's safety and comfort with an American Electrical home generator. As the area's leading home generator dealer and installer, American Electrical can offer you easy installation, simple maintenance, and peace of mind. Schedule an assessment by simply calling the team at American Electrical. They'll walk you through the best generator for your home or business. Log on, american-electrical.com.
Ticket here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
At Hurricane Grill and Wings, the wings are fresh, the drinks are cold, and the game is always on. With 30 bold flavors, ice-cold beer, and handcrafted cocktails, there's no better place to kick back and catch every play. Escape the ordinary. Your home for sports is Hurricane Grill and Wings.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. You're on-road, you're off-road, now you're on the water. Greg, tell everybody what Coach and Honda is offering in the form of boats.
We've got the Honda boat, which is a great runabout fisherman. We've got the Coach boats. They're fantastic for getting out with a family. Nice lay-down beds, all with that legendary Honda motor on them.
Check them all out. They're waiting for you. You can see how you can be on the water with Honda or with Coach pontoon boats. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
Oh, welcome back. This is The Drill, 1010XL 92.5 FM.
All right.
Oh, Jeffrey, got another hole-in-one question for you.
Okay.
I saw this on the internet, and it looked pretty cool. There's a course out there called Cliffhanger, and the first hole is 65 yards, and you have to putt.
Okay.
If you put it in on the first and on the putt, is that a hole-in-one?
Yeah, no. Yeah. There's no such thing as a hole-in-one with a putter.
You're writing down one, though, on your scorecard.
Well, you also do that at putt-putt. Yeah, you do that at putt-putt.
But you're playing a golf course.
Listen,
I'm devil's advocating here.
I don't. If y'all want to take it as a whole one, you can. I would never in a million years tell my worst enemy that I made a hole in one on a 65-yard putt. That's ridiculous. If you want to take a hole in one or call it, you can also,
it's a long putt.
Call the sun the moon. But for a ball to be considered a quote hole in one, it has to at least be hit with a golf club. It can't roll. It can't be a putt. That's a gimmick. It's a 65-yard putt. It's not a hole in one. And if you took it, everyone would think you're a loser.
Right.
Everyone. Like no one, if you told anyone in the world that you made a hole in one and then it was a putt, a 65, they would all say, man, you're a loser. That's not a hole in one. I'm going to do you a favor. Don't tell anyone else that, bro. That's not a hole in one. Wow. What a loser. That's what they would tell me.
I would say I don't have a hole in one, but
well, there you can. No, I wouldn't even put it in that category. I would tell that as a separate story. I played the goofiest golf course. The first hole, you putted it. I mean, guys make it. By the way, that dude who made that, it's also not a hole in one if there's like 3 or 4 a day. Which if they were playing that golf course, you'd hole it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, today's the last practice open to the public for the Jags.
Wow, good. Hardly knew you.
And the pads are on today, so fans are out there. TC's out there. Our boy Murph's out there today, right?
Murph.
Is it Murph supposed to be out there today?
Tuesday was his day. That's right.
So he'll be out there. Gruden's out there today. Brother. Why can't I think of his name?
John Gruden. Or Jay Gruden. Which one?
Jay's there.
The former Jag coordinator.
Jay lives there. Yeah. Jay's out there. I think I saw that. Now I don't know. I'm all confused. But anyway, one of the Grudens is out there. So Jags will get after it a little bit today. They'll probably they got today, they got tomorrow, and then they have Thursday, walk through Friday, and we'll play a game on Saturday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's something to look forward to. Even though
here's another thing too, by the way.
Yes.
That 65-yard hole, I bet you it's not a par 3.
What do you think it is? A 2?
Yeah. Shouldn't it be? Maybe it is. Anyway.
It's got to be a 3. 65 yards is...
That's a putt, though, Hick.
Yeah, I get it.
You're going to birdie it half the time. I don't know how it feeds. I can't see the course. I don't know how it feeds. I don't know how, quote-unquote, difficult it is.
Yeah.
But for my money and my recognition, if it was a Prosser, book of authoritative...
You say no.
Yeah, you got to hit a golf shot.
That's fair.
If I made a 65... If I got a hole-in-one at Palm Valley on a 65-yard hole, I would not consider myself having made a hole-in-one. Now, if I get it on a 100-yard hole, I will. But there's got to be a cutoff in distance that it just doesn't count. It goes from a hole-in-one to a pitch-in.
Right.
Which, I will say this, too, because I putt better than I hit the ball. That 65-yard putt does not sound daunting to me. I feel like I'd lag it down there within 6-8 feet most of the time. Yeah. But who knows? But, again, that could be a little bit optimistic itself. Today's athlete can be so annoying to us, just 9-to-5ers. They're so annoying how they get they're so sensitive.
Who's sensitive?
They're so narcissistic.
Who's narcissistic?
This guy LeBron is butthurt about Luka, dude. He is. He's butthurt.
What did he do?
If Luka, first of all, they brought in Superman last week for a press conference.
Oh no!
I got every slapstick on the team there, of course, except for LeBron. I know it's probably important. He's playing golf that day or something.
Golf course, man.
Yeah, you want to lead a team. You want to go to battle with your soldiers and win the NBA. Maybe show up for 5 minutes off season to show some sort of all for one for all.
No.
But no, instead LeBron now I know will leave. He can't stand not being the big fish.
Dang.
He can't stand it, He's got to take up golf and TikTok and show himself doing other things because he can't stand not being the alpha attention grab in LA. He can't stand it. And so while purportedly a pairing of Luka and LeBron ought to make you a championship contender, instead, little LeBron will play hide and seek all off season and do Taco Tuesdays and play golf and won't do a damn thing to try and build a team, and because he's in his feelings, because he's not He's not the A-plus star.
He is the official LeBron spokesman. I'll let you take that one.
Yes, now your response. I always embellish this even more to get a rise out of him, but hard to get a rise out of E.
So what was this presentation that they were having for Luka?
They just were introduced. There was a contract extension, and again, DeAndre Ayton's been there like 10 minutes. He was at the press conference.
But he has to be there.
Yeah.
Like,
In other words, LeBron's just say it. He's too big for that. He's too big for T.
He's working on his swing, man.
Go ahead.
It's working on his swing.
That's it? That's all we get?
That's it, man. But that is a bad look, though. If everybody else on the team was there and LeBron wasn't, that's a bad look, man.
Okay.
That's all I got for Bron.
Yeah, that's about.
That's it.
It just makes you look like you're just like butthurt.
Yeah, it does.
It's weird, man. And the thing is, man, these guys have just been drooled over their whole career. We slobber all over them with credit and and hero worship. And man, they just can't stand to not have it just full go 100, man. It's Cal and Chuck Accessories Tuesday.
9 o'clock Nasty coming up. Nasty in the house, plus the Duval Minute and more.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
And now details on the sudden announcement that has captured the attention of the entire world and the most fabulous prize one could wish for. A lifetime supply of
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels. Circa Resort and Casino has 2 epic pro football contests, Circa Million and Circa Survivor. Circa Million, pick 5 games weekly against the spread for $1 million grand prize. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no spread. Last one standing wins $15 million. Enter at any Circa in Nevada, play anywhere. Sign up for either and get 50% off a 2-night stay. Helmets and Heels will be live from Circa in Vegas on August 22nd. Full contest details at circasports.com and the 1010XL homepage.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 5th, 1936, Jesse Owens wins the 200-meter dash, getting his 3rd Olympic gold medal in the Berlin Olympics.
I'm Frank Franzi. I told you my daughter Amber has tried Awaken 180. Man, has it worked. You ready for this? After 3 weeks and change, she's lost 22.5 pounds. You should give it a try. 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season finally upon us, and with that comes cooler weather. If you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business, so give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Buying a diamond, wedding band, or piece of fashion jewelry in Jacksonville? You have 2 choices. You can go to locally owned Beard's Diamonds, or you can go to one of those mega national chain jewelry stores. The national chains are pretty much all the same. In fact, did you know that some of them are owned by the same conglomerate? Yes, the same Wall Street company owns all the big names. So if you're looking for extreme value with genuine personal attention, come experience the Beard's Diamond difference. Beards. At Beards, our diamonds come straight from the source. We hand select each one for maximum brilliance. We don't have to apply corporate markups and tack on salespeople commissions, so we beat the chains on price every single day. Beards has the strongest warranties, not gotcha clauses in fine print. Beards has all the top designers, including Tacori and Viraggio. Beards doesn't have out-of-state regional managers calling about sales quotas. We are all local, family-owned with total freedom to do what's right for our customers. Beards Diamonds, all the selection, quality, value, and service you want from local people, accountable only to you. Beards in the St. John's Town Center.
You lost your swing. We got to go find it.
It's your Saturday morning swing adjustment.
Rip it and rip it.
Get the golf tips and talk to take your game to the next level. The Edwin Watts Golf Hour. Saturday mornings at 10 on 1010XL.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Duck Duck Ruta Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Jag head coach Liam Cohen spoke to Rich Eisen.
Some major improvements from Trevor, really, since getting into this system.
Gator head coach Billy Napier isn't concerned with preseason rankings.
Maybe we're better than that. Maybe we're not.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9 a.m. and it's 79 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All right, oh boy, I apologize for the Duval Minute. I heard this statistic, though, about Travis Etienne Jr., and it wasn't good. Of all the running backs in the National Football League one season ago, Travis Etienne Jr. had the least amount of broken tackles with guys with more than 100 carries. Only 3. That ain't going to cut it, and that makes me continue to wonder as they go forward, if they get enough out of Tootin, if they get enough out of Allen, I think there could be a change at that running back spot. Something to keep an eye on as we continue to go through camp. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Oh, summer is here and it's hot. And the job market is hot at Lift Power. They're always on the lookout for great people. Experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians, for one, in the Jacksonville area. The benefits are unbelievable. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. This offer's too good to pass up. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. We want you to be part of our family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com.
I'm fed. I'm feeling X-rated.
Right here in this little
It's
spot.
Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time.
No, he's
Nasty time.
Are we back? I mean, what's going on in there?
Discombobulated.
Good Lord.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
What did it smell like a locker room for Coach Gibson this morning? We put a wrap on the Jacksonville Shark season. Didn't end the way you necessarily wanted it to, but progress continuing to be made. I guess there's probably no offseason. We bring in Jason Gibson this morning. How we doing, Coach? How long?
Doing good.
Yeah, how long does the hangover last?
A long time.
Yeah, especially
Long time.
And do you have? I would assume the way the calendar is set up for the indoor, it's not like you immediately go scouting. You probably got a while here. You just got to stew in it, watch other teams play.
I'm actually late walking in because I was on the phone with my personnel guy, already talking players who we're going to sign.
Yeah.
So it starts.
Make a decision.
Starts now.
Yeah, you make a decision. So, all right, give us a
You battled there in the end, right? Yeah, the fourth quarter, we're even Steven, right?
Yeah, we have. I thought we came back and then we missed that extra point. It's crazy. I think it changes the way
momentum
it changes momentum because if we hit that extra point, if we got blocked, then it's 42-41 all of a sudden.
Right.
Because when we scored that touchdown, the whole air of that building just went woof.
Yeah.
And then we missed the extra point, and it's crazy. It changed just like that.
Yeah.
Because as a coach, all of a sudden you're winning the whole game. Now you're playing at home and you're down by 1. It changes your play calls.
Who won the other game?
Green Bay beat Tulsa by 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wins the championship in your mind?
Vegas.
Yeah.
Their D-line's really good. It's going to be hard. I think Green Bay's better than Quad Cities. Quad Cities, that's the kind of game. I think that's what's frustrating for us is, what people don't realize, we lost 2 starting offensive linemen in the Green Bay game last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and then immediately plug and play. It's not that
it's
simple.
plug and play, yeah. And plus, you're on a roster freeze. See, there's a roster freeze in our league, so you can't just
go find a guy.
Nope.
Okay.
So lucky we'd added. We had some guys that stepped in, but when you lose your 2 starting offensive linemen, right before a playoff game, but yeah, they battled.
Is that an unhidden difficulty in your league compared to maybe some of the others? Is that the pool for talent when you lose a player is just not the same? Maybe
no, the pool for talent is there. It's there. There's so many guys that want to play, and everybody's dealing with injuries. So
yeah,
but I've had to deal with them this year. I mean, I don't think anybody in the league lost their entire starting defensive line to season-ending injuries.
Give me the summation on. I don't know, State of the Union on how this year went to last and what you need to kind of do to get over that hump. You're really close this year. You beat some of the best teams in the league. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, there's only 2 teams in the league with a better record than us.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then there was 5 of us that all finished 10-6. Of the 5, we beat 3 of them. We beat Arizona at home. We beat Vegas at home.
Yeah.
We beat Green Bay at home. We beat Quad City at home. There's the theme there. We got to play a little better on the road.
On the road, yeah. And you also let some of the games you would expect to be favored to win get away.
Yeah. So it was such a Jekyll and Hyde. But when I talked to the players, of course, getting in the playoffs and doing that's not the goal here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, considering where we went from last year to completely double, flip things around, and we were a couple plays away. We're 1 game away from the 1 seed. I mean, that's how crazy this league is. You go back to San Antonio, you win that game that you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
Now you're the 1 because we would win all the tiebreakers. But it didn't happen. We didn't get it done. But we went from the bottom half in every category, offensively and defensively, to this year. There was only 3 teams in the top 5 offensively and defensively in scoring, and we were one of them. Our plus turnover ratio went from -22 to plus 17. That's a huge flip.
Some years your retention rate, you need to be less. You want to do an overhaul. Right. Some years you want it to be greater than others. Where's this team at? Is retention important for you here? And how much will next year's roster be shaped by still in search of? And
this league's really, really, there's a lot to this league, which is good. There's a lot of parity. I mean, you look out west, the 3 and 4 seeds both won this weekend, knocked off number 1 and number 2. And they were all within 1 game of each other, just like our conference. We were all 10-6.
Mm-hmm.
So from a returning player standpoint, it's just continuing to say, okay, this is what works. This doesn't work. I thought defensively, we actually, especially early in the year, we had 19 picks. But and then offensively, we ran the ball exceptional. We were the number 2 team in the league in rushing.
Which you identified as something that had to be different.
Yeah, it had to be different. I wasn't used to it, but I think there needs to be a little more balance to be able to. Sometimes you get behind. It's kind of like the wing tee. You get behind with the wing tee, you're done.
Right.
So anyway, we'll see. I think there's still some certain things that you have to identify as just the type of player we need at this position. So obviously we'll talk about retention, down the road.
One thing too with the Arena League, you never know what's going to happen. Like, is this team going to be back, or will this team?
Well,
be
that's
added?
what's good about the IFL.
Yeah.
They don't play around. So. When the championship game comes up here, I guess in 2 weeks or something in Tucson, they'll announce there's already expansion teams. Mm-hmm. Nobody's leaving.
Okay.
They plan a year and a half out or a year out in advance, so we don't have that small league.
Right.
Hey, I wonder if they're going to be back. We'll find out in November. No, everything's done, deal, signed, delivered by a championship game in August, and you're already putting the schedule out, getting ready.
Good.
That's what's great about this league is the business models. There's a lot of big things going on in the offseason. There'll be more teams added to put us up to the top.
Okay.
And some other things that I'm sure we'll talk about down the road.
How aware are you of those details? Like, do you know what cities are coming? Do you need to know from a coach's? Is it public? No, it's not public yet. Is there an idea at some point to maybe try and get a little bit more geographically in tune with what you do?
I think that's what we'll be talking about here in the next few weeks.
I mean, if you're going to play a Western Conference team, maybe let's just make that in the championship game.
No, it was good. It was good, though. It was good season.
But you feel good about the future of the league, which is also important when you're to do what you do.
Well, I feel great about the league. I was, I think this year playing in Jacksonville was outstanding. We had some really great home games. Our fans, and that's what matters. Our fans were outstanding. And, I think this is a top-tier franchise. And, again, we go from a 5-win season first year, and then all of a sudden, you double your wins. You're in the playoffs. So, obviously, next year the expectations are where they are, and that should be. I'm excited to do it. And as I watch the progression of other teams and other coaches make the jump from arena to this, they've all make the same progression. I mean, Vegas was a 5-11 team 2 years in a row. Now they're one play away from.
I don't watch enough of your team to make a statement. Just take this more as a question, and I'll try and be as fair with it as I can. Are you still in search of the quarterback who takes the daggum job and it's going to be him and he's the guy moving forward? Are you still in that search? Are you happy with the quarterback play the second half and would want to bring that
thought Tyler
back?
Huff was outstanding. I mean, the main thing, I just got off the phone with this. He only turned the ball over 3 times.
Okay. Can he be the guy? I guess what I'm saying is, I know in your league it's not the same as NFL. You can't always have that continuity.
I wish you could have everybody every year.
I guess I'll ask the question this, haven't you told me? Is your quarterback good enough that if he stays and he keeps going, that's a part of a championship winning
Well,
formula?
yeah, I mean, absolutely. Because just the fact any quarterback from year 1 to year 2 in this league makes dramatic jumps. I look at the kid from Green Bay. He's going to win the MVP. He didn't look like that 3 years ago.
Okay.
But he's been in Green Bay for 3 years. He's not the most gifted player as far as skill set, but he's my point of view of the Myler kid is he's probably like a point guard. He does the best job of distributing the ball to playmakers. But the progression he has made, and there's 4 or 5 quarterbacks in this league that as you play this game from year 1 to year 2 and year 2 to year 3, man, it's light years.
Well, guess what? We can finish our conversation, and I don't have to ask you to recite a phone number. You can if you want. I mean, people want to.
Yeah, you got it.
If you want to get way ahead.
Well, there's a lot of great things going on for next year. We'll talk about it. I can't really say it on air right now, but 904-621-0700. They're renewing tickets. Our fan base is outstanding.
We often will coordinate with the Sharks closer to Christmas time, too, for some holiday ticket specials.
Absolutely.
Because the season will start at, what does it start, like February, March?
It starts, with more teams, it'll be starting a little bit earlier, I'm sure. So.
All right, cool. Well, congratulations. I know it's not where you wanted to end up, but on
to be on a downer that we were in the playoffs and 10-win season, that's fair. That's fair.
You go up from there, and you're getting even better and better. So appreciate you as always.
Thanks, guys.
Coach. All right, we'll be back with more next. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
From the huddle to the perfect spiral.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
The quarterback whisperer. He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Wrapped up by George Moore Chevrolet and Tyson Sound and Security on 1010XL.
Give me those sauces. Grab the chicken strips. Let's dunk them in there. There's nothing like it. Hey, I'm Joey. And I'm Josh. And we're team members at our local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A chicken strips is dipping them in our sauces. My sauce is the barbecue sauce. If you wanted to add sweet, tangy flavors, there's nothing like it. I love the garden herb ranch sauce, but if you want a little bit more kick in the spicy side, you can mix it with buffalo sauce. Dipping them in our sauces, it is perfection.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Team members paid for their testimonials.
Your doctor says your testosterone is normal. Normal for who? Beta males? That's where those lab ranges come from. Male Excel uses optimal levels, where you were at 25, not where outdated mainstream medicine thinks you should be. Our protocol is different. Daily dosing, multiple hormones, personalized to your body, not some insurance company's spreadsheet. This is precision medicine, not sick care. Try MaleExcel.com, free test. Stop being normal. Start being optimal.
It's a magical phone line. Check this out. It brings you things you can't get anywhere else, like insider insight from sports experts. Listen for the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Check. Every day on 1010XL.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484. UniversalRoof.com.
Florida heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
The best game day parking in all of Duval is at Tailgaters Parking. Are you ready for some football? Tailgaters is just steps away on the east side of the stadium. Visit tailgatorsparking.com and secure your season parking pass today.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Clean and Freaks at Zero Res. Back to school special with those guys. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135 plus a free hallway and take $100 off your air duct cleaning. Book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and take advantage of these huge savings. Welcome back to the program. I was nasty at 7 o'clock about my New York Mets. I'm over them right now.
Yeah, you was nasty early.
Yeah, I'm ticked. I don't want to get back into that because you don't want to hear about it, but I was...
There's something about stabbing somebody, bro.
A lot of them. Probably shouldn't be talking that way in this day and age, though.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
How about bats to the body? Like going with a bat.
The body's hit the floor.
Because it's baseball. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, just and then the Yankees lost a tough one last night. Man, they're reeling. But there's still so much baseball left to be played. It's just crazy, man. The season just never ends. It just goes on and on and on. And but it's go time. It's August, man.
Well,
No
as a
more
fan,
excuses.
this is where you start to feel that day-to-day urgency, and you try and you think you're feeling urgency in May and June and even July, but really, as we're still not quite there, dude. For me, it always felt like when there were 30 games left, you had no more room. You better go minimum 18 and 12, right?
Yeah.
You have this expectation and hope that you can play at this incredible pace. That's not how baseball works. You have
The Mets are 63 and 50. That means if they wanted to win 100 games, they're going to lose 12 more. They have to go 37 and 12. They ain't doing that.
No, I think that
so then
ship,
you say, okay,
that ship has sailed.
It's a 90-win team. You got to get to 90. 90 is like a magic number in wild card world.
I think that what you do, though, at this stage is if you have a good competent team, it's not about 90 and we can have different perspectives. It's more about, am I good enough to win once I get there?
Yeah.
That's the question that dogs me usually this time. And I've had plenty of years where I've gone into the playoffs as a Braves fan thinking, yeah, I got enough to win it all. And sadly, it hasn't worked that way. There are plenty of teams when the playoffs start that you just recognize and realize, whether it's a lack of starting pitching depth or injuries or any other reason, that, they're not winning it all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now they've thrown us a curve. I mean, the Arizona-Texas World Series a couple of years ago, perfect example of it's not always favorites rule, but for the most part, it seems like the big boys flex.
There are a lot of great stories as we head into this NFL season, man, and it's just, but if you're a franchise, and this is the question surrounding your franchise, you got a hell of a franchise. When they say that number one storyline is how will Mahomes and the Chiefs, quote, bounce back?
Yeah, they lost the Super Bowl.
They lost in the Super Bowl, man. What a franchise.
I think sometimes we need to be careful the way certain media or will characterize things, because that's just ridiculous.
It is kind of ridiculous.
No, you don't bounce back from a Super Bowl appearance. That's stupid.
You know what the Chiefs should do? You know what would be a good idea for the Chiefs right now, I think? I want your opinion on this.
All right.
Because he's at his low point again. but he's only 31. You imagine adding Cheetah back to that lineup?
Oh, gosh, yes.
I don't think they would ever do that.
Why not?
Because he's a knucklehead.
Yeah, but just for it doesn't. If he
I think they like their receivers. I mean, you know why? Because
they ain't the Cheetah. If he knuckleheads up, then he's gone. He's take your pads and leave like Antonio did.
It could be like earlier we referenced Randy Moss when he checked out for Oakland.
Yeah.
I think if he goes back to OKC, it'll be like Pats.
I think y'all are underselling Worthy, where he is and what they think he's going to be.
Worthy
I don't know if he's Cheetah, though.
Well, I mean,
he's fast. He's super fast.
Again, I don't know what Cheetah did as a rookie per se.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that in the AFC, or rather in the Super Bowl, that Worthy had like 8 catches for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns.
It was 34-0, dude. I mean, who cares?
Xavier Worthy was.
The Super Bowl game can't matter.
I don't think Xavier Worthy is like a true number one receiver like Cheetah was.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, he might be. He's awful skinny though. He just reminds me of. I tell you, it kind of reminds me of a little bit is Hollywood, and those guys get nicked up, man. I tell you the one. Cheetah's thick.
When he came into the league, he's thick like that.
Yes, Cheetah's always been thick, right?
I mean, this is another one. I don't know if I'm trying to prove. I just don't know, but I do this. You don't. I can tell that from our conversations. But when I'm gauging players and what they are, what they can be, I look at where they are at similar times in their careers.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what Cheetah did as a rookie. I don't know if he had 60 grabs.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had 9 total touchdowns. He might have. But I just think I guess the point being, I firmly believe, and you may be right, but they like Worthy and Rashee Rice, and didn't they draft another one?
Cheetah's first year, he started 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
He had 61 grabs, 6 touchdowns.
Real similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, he had 9 total.
Yeah, real similar.
Receiving, 3 rushing.
Worthy had 6 receiving, and he had 3 rushing.
Oh, and then he had 3 returning.
Are you sure we have the same? We're not looking at the same guy.
Cheetah. This is Cheetah.
And then in the post,
Tyreek Hill is who we're talking about.
Well, then in the postseason, Worthy had 19 catches, 287 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah. That's good production, right? I think
if I gave you the Lions and the Eagles or the NFC field, which would you take?
Field. Oh, field.
E.
Oh,
Lions
man,
and the
tough,
Eagles. Or the field.
I wish somebody's. I wish if there were a bet, I'd like to bet that one. And the Lions, especially, I do not trust.
Correct.
And it's hard to win back-to-back, so I can't take the
I'm
Eagles.
more so leaning the Eagles because that D-line was just so dominant.
And both lines. The Lions smell like a pretender to me. And I'm not. They've got enough talent. They're going to be good for a few years. Don't
Here's
get me
the
wrong.
problem with the Lions, though. Like, I don't see, like, I agree. Like, I see a fall for, like, 15-2 ain't happening again,
No,
right?
yeah.
But NFC North, I'm not sold.
They're saying it's the best division in football.
No, I ain't saying that.
Well, that's what the FPI
Caleb
says.
Williams,
just
J.J. McCarthy, Jordan Love all got a lot to prove this year. All got a lot to prove. So I could see the Lions going 10-7 and winning the division, I think. So, but
yeah, I don't. 10-7 will be a big step back. If you go from 15 to 10 and 10-7, then you're pretty much you miss your window. You're not going to get suddenly 15-2 again.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know, but for this club, how?
You're breaking in.
It's not like you got like guys that are about to, you got to.
Now I will say this too: the Lions need to stay. They didn't stay healthy last year. Defense,
especially
they got
That's fair too. We don't know exactly what the Lions were a year ago because they never had their defense.
Hutch was having a defensive player of the year season.
Fair.
So
fair.
It'll be interesting.
I am not. That NFC to me looks way wide open, and even after winning the Super,
but behind those two guys, what team is the best team?
I remember the Eagles damn near losing to both Washington and the Rams at home.
Okay.
I mean, they were
behind those two teams. Yeah. Who's the best? Who's the favorite? Who would you take behind those two teams? Who would you take as the team to beat
in the NFC?
In the NFC.
God, they're all the same, Hick. I'm not trying to. I would probably go, and this may be a mistake, but I'm a believer, dude. I believe in. I'd go with the Niners.
Okay. I would go with Washington.
Yeah, I go with the Niners. Washington also. I'm worried about the non-DNA teams flaring and then going back for a year.
That's fair.
Like I can see Washington going Jacksonville.
Correct.
Jacksonville does that. They'll flare for a year, 17, 21, 22. Both years look like they're going to be good, and then disappear.
What about the Rams?
Yeah, the Rams. I like the Rams. I think the Rams.
Stafford's nowhere.
I think the Rams could go to the Super Bowl. I think that
Stafford's nowhere to be found. He's got a back issue.
Yeah, but he will. But he will be. But they also have Garoppolo, which is a better option. I'm not saying you have as high a ceiling, but at least you have some options there. But it could. And by the way, it could be Green Bay. Yeah. Chicago, there are going to be teams that come out of nowhere. You always have to deal with those. So it's not just who are we identifying as those that are already challengers to Detroit and Philly, but there's like last year we had this talk, we wouldn't be talking about Washington at all.
Are you more apt to take the field in the NFC versus the Lions and the Eagles, or are you more apt to take the field in the AFC versus, let's say, the Chiefs and the Ravens?
I would take the Chiefs against the field.
You take the Chiefs against the field.
And if I did, I'd win money for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Yes, I was just going to say.
I mean, how many times they got to do it? How many times they got to tell us? Yeah. They're better this year, by the way.
They could go to their 4th straight Super Bowl.
They're going to be better. They're going to be better than they were a year ago. That receiving core is in such better shape than it was last year. Remember last year, they'd have any Hollywood Brown. They had no Rasheed Rice. They had no one, bro. They're going to. And by the way, he's ticked. Mahomes fixing to throw for 5,000 yards with no Tyreek Hill. Won't matter. That's fixing to happen.
There are different ways to build football teams, and I heard somebody saying recently that they like how the Bills, if they were the Buffalo Bills, because you have Josh Allen. This is like a kind of a curse because you have a great quarterback. I mean, an elite quarterback, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. You sign linemen, and defense. You don't worry about skill.
Another way to say it is you don't put
no money into he would
no
let
priority
James
on the receivers.
He'd let James Cook go.
Yeah,
I'm not giving James Cook $15 million a year.
That's fair. I don't net either.
Okay. I like
those running backs. Yeah, but you can draft a guy.
I know.
You can't. If you give Ray Davis James Cook's ball, he'll run for 1,000 yards and 12 scores.
I'm more of a. You know what I'd like to do? I think if I ran a team, because the cap is so big, I'd like to operate more like on 2-year contracts with an out after a year.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work well for you.
Probably would.
Yeah, players kind of want some of that guaranteed money.
I'll give you.
They want a little bit of that secret, that security.
Yeah, they do.
And you, by the way, you can say you'd want that until you got a really good player, and then you'd want him on a 10-year contract.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, the beauty of the NFL is we just don't know. There's just no way to know. And that's one thing the Chiefs have done that's more remarkable. And they're following up the Patriots in a league where you just don't know. We knew for sure. For now going on 25 years, it's the Patriots or the Chiefs every stinking year.
Yeah.
Every year. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I know.
I respect the Chiefs for what they've done. I'm tired of it. I don't want them to be the top seed. I don't want them to go to the Super Bowl. Obviously, I want the Jags, but if not the Jags, give me Buffalo.
Do you think give
me Baltimore and Lamar. Give me anybody.
Do you think the NFC North is better than the AFC West?
I'm saying what ESPN
I know, I'm asking you.
Oh, you're asking me?
I think the AFC West.
I am not near as big on the AFC West as you are.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, the Raiders stink.
I love me some AFC West.
Yeah, I think the North is real similar to the West.
Okay.
That's probably the NFC
what
North.
say you?
NFC North's actually a little better because they got 3 teams that were in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
I guess so does the West, though, don't they?
Yeah.
Did Denver make it? Yeah, real similar.
Yeah, I like the West.
Yeah, I don't like the West as much as Dan loves the West.
Okay. I'm a West guy.
I guess.
First off, I got the Chiefs, who go to the Super Bowl every year.
To me, that's it, though.
Then I got the Chargers with Jim Harbaugh, they went right away. First year from 6-11 to 11-6.
Yeah, but
then I hear you. And I got and he improved them.
You think the Chargers are better than the Packers?
I think it'd be a good game.
Yeah. This
Chargers beat the hell out of the Lions in the Hall of Fame Classic.
But it's hard when your last memory is the Texans just intercepting Herbert 4 times and beating the snot out of him.
Then I got the Broncos.
And Broncos, well, this big year for them. What are they going to be? You know, if they win again this year, then Peyton's going to be a problem.
And shame on you, E, for besmirching a coach who meant so much to you in Seattle, Pete Carroll.
I mean,
you besmirched him.
We'll see what he can do.
Shame on you.
Brought me my first Super Bowl title.
He brought you your Super Bowl title. Shame on you, E. I mean, you got to live that, and now you're ragging on the old man.
Turned on him, some say.
You turned on him.
Turned cool.
You turned on Pete. I'm telling Cliff. I'm telling everyone.
All right, so I guess what we've decided here in this little 10-minute round table is just take the Chiefs and the Eagles, and we'll see you at the Super Bowl.
Oh, well.
The Eagles I don't trust at all. I'd bet a lot of money the Eagles don't make the Super Bowl.
I would agree. All right, this
the
is the
Chiefs,
drill.
I would never be willing to do that.
On 1010XL 92.1.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Bye-bye, Brock Marionville chasing a 90-yard run.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. It's Renewal by Anderson's Triple Savings Month. Get $300 off windows and $825 off patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Pick it here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Oh, I love those guys down there. They're great people. Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. In fact, big news here. Your boy here is going to go check this out. One of those hydrofacials. Let's see how that works for me. I'll report back and let you know how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to going down to Solana Road and getting one of those, see how that thing works. Open up my pores, let my skin breathe is what we're going to happen. But they want to remind you to protect yourself in the sunshine, right? I mean, you know what? You don't want to deal with any of that skin cancer stuff, man. It's a pain in the butt. Take it for somebody who knows, but they've been helping me for a lot of years, man. Cover up those ears, floppy hats, sunscreen, and if you need an appointment, go to beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and my knee was getting worse, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Jeff Lagerman for Napa Auto Care Centers. This football season, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or travel to the away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any one of the 29 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions. Napa Auto Care Centers offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace of mind warranty on most repairs. Find one near you at jacksnapaautocare.group.com.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I have to brag about my kids' success again. My daughter's success, thanks to our friends at Awaken 180. Now, you know my daughter, Amber, as I've been telling you, has been trying to drop some weight for a while. Couldn't really find the right means. Well, she's now been in the Awaken 180 program for close to a month, and you ready for this? She's dropped over 30 pounds. That's right, the number is real. 30 pounds in close to a month. That's with no shots, nothing extreme, just the right plan, the right food, proper coaching, all from the folks at Awaken 180. She already said it's affected her mobility, just her life in general. Man, she is happy. And that means her mother and I are happy too, I can promise you that. So if you're ready to kickstart your transformation, call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or visit awaken180weightloss.com. Get started on your weight loss journey. Call them today at Awaken 180.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
Indeed, time to cool down a lot today, and we will see. We've been kind of talking about would you take this or that. And if you do it on the college football level, if I gave you Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, would you field on that?
I like that one more. I like that field bet more than the other one.
Yeah.
Texas' schedule, buddy, I would not be surprised they lost 3 or 4 games. I don't know. One of these that I'm projecting to lose 3 or 4 or 5 from the SEC is not gonna. Obviously, we'll see who it is, but there's some tough navigation ahead for some college football teams, and I think the biggest thing that we need to do moving forward, the one thing about the NFL is there is an established parity. It's accepted, and you can go through an era of 4 or 5 years, Dan, where one division's worse, and you don't care. It's not a big thing. College football's got to get to that. It's not how it's operated, and it's hard to think in those terms. But point being, in the National Football League, they don't go into the postseason and say, okay, NFC South, you're relegated a little bit because, your teams weren't as good, your record's not as good.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we can get there in college football, but the prospect of a wild card winning it all, I don't know. Last year went to form. The best, the top seeds were there playing for it all. Just because we have more that get to play in the postseason tournament, are they really any more a threat to win it all than if they were playing in the Citrus Bowl?
Yeah.
We'll see. We need that outlier. We need that non-top 4 seed to legitimize it. Because until then, you could say they've been right with the 4.
Boys are getting after it at camp. Some reports coming out. Walker Little had a good couple reps against Josh Hines-Allen, which is good to hear. I mean, everybody, the reports are, everybody seems to be down on Walker Little.
I think he's just so...
Is that a fair statement?
He's just kind of like, he's just not a high energy guy.
Yeah.
I just think he's kind of plain, and he just doesn't. Yeah. But no, I think that's fair. I'm not down on him by anything that I've not seen in camp.
Yeah.
I'm down on him that he's been here for 3 or 4 years, and he's not in any way at all manned up and shown me anything.
Y'all know when I got down on Buddy, man. Houston last year. Ever since then, I've just been down. Just bless you.
Thank you. If there's an offensive lineman on our team and you watch that happen and you didn't do something, then there's questions to be asked about who you are and what you stand for. And
John Gruden in the house, by the way, today.
John Jay.
Was John?
Yeah.
It's John.
Okay. I kind of thought Jay being there would be kind of weird.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
John Gruden. So, Johnny Wolford hits a deep ball to Joshua Cephas. So there's some plays going on now.
Well, I look forward to Wolford to Cephas. You're going to see a lot of that in the next 3 weeks. Guys, you Jag fans, go get your Wolford and Cephas jerseys because, that's how that's going to go for the next 2 or 3 weeks. The excitement over the preseason is going to be gone by about, what time's kickoff? Is it 7 or 8? 7?
I think it's 7.
Yeah, about 7:08. That's when, let's just go ahead.
I don't think so. I think, I think it's different than like the Hall of Fame game. I think for Jag fans, because they've been, and again, the ones who really looking at this depth chart and stuff, they know. So they want to see Cephas or whomever, see what all the fuss is. They want to watch, they want to see how they position. They want to see where they, match offensive linemen or shift this guy over. That's stuff.
I think we sometimes we view the world through our intense sports fan lens.
Yeah.
I think most people across Jacksonville Saturday night, the game's going to turn on. Is Trevor playing? No, they're not. Click. Yeah, right. If the people they don't know and follow and track. So, but anyway, we'll see. Anytime you put the uniform on and there's refs out there. And by the way, you can tell by this depth chart released yesterday, there's a lot of and/ors, as Hick said. Why is it an unofficial depth chart? Because, well, according to it, there's about 27 starters, and you can only have 22. So if you want something to track this preseason, rather, then look at those spots where they haven't said there's a defined starter. There's your competition check. You can start it right there. And I don't know if preseason games are going to show that, right? These ors. Are any of those going to be determined by preseason games?
Well, how do you determine? I mean, you don't have that many padded practices.
Well, yeah, that from practice and film.
What film? Film from practice?
What is?
I mean, games make.
What is Tank Bigsby going to show you in 3 carries that Trevor Etienne can't in 3 carries? I don't know.
I think it's very hard to evaluate
when it comes time, like opening week, and they're writing in the starter, or they probably have an idea of it already. At this stage of their careers, I don't know if what you do, because here's why. Because one guy's playing against perhaps complete different personnel and with complete personnel than the other guy, so that makes it hard to evaluate in and of itself. I would think that like they tell you, cliche, it's sum total. I don't know how many. Look, do we expect? I guess we can tell the guy who's in trouble is the one who plays a lot. Like if Etienne carries it 13 times week 1 and Bigsby carries it 4, it's probably not good for Etienne.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on Etienne still being here when the season gets here. I don't know, but we'll see. I just don't. I
get tooting on the field.
You drafted 2 running backs. 2.
Yeah.
So that screams something to me. And then Bigsby carried it first, and it looks clear to me that
there's no
the lean is towards Bigsby.
But the drafting the 2 is lessened by the fact that there's not a third. Like, so one of those guys is the third. Like most years you go into that season, there's a third and a fourth in place on the roster already, and that guy wasn't here for this team. So one of those has almost got a spot. I mean, like Tootin's got a spot if they kept both Bigsby and Etienne. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how they feel about Etienne. The numbers are staggeringly unexplosive.
Well,
you talked about that he's not breaking tackles. Yeah. I talked about there's only 2 running backs that had 100, 2 other running backs that had at least 100 carries or whatever the number was, and who had a shorter long run than 22 yards. I mean, he did not show a thing. And in this, again, granted, in different atmospheres, he's not really shown much here in camp. I don't know what running backs are showing though. And you're running through contact or not. They're not chasing you down. And
Dameon Pierce coming off an injury in Texans camp, or was pup listed. He's passed his physical, expected to practice.
That running back position in Houston is a curious one.
Yeah, they got some issues.
Because, Mixon is hurt. He hadn't been on the field. They don't know when he's going to get back. You signed Nick Chubb, who you may forget Nick Chubb gave it a go last year. He played 8 or 10 games, but he was nothing like the Nick Chubb that was among the rushing leaders in the NFL. So you got Pierce on the pup list. I think Billy Marks or something was a rookie draft pick. So the Houston Texans are about as shaky as a returning division winner as there is in football. It's just one more thing that, should have the Jags' attention and the fans' attention.
Texans spending the week at the Greenbrier.
They're good for them. At least they can hit the casinos there.
Yeah.
Greenbrier's a fun place.
Cam Robinson suffered a lower leg injury at practice yesterday.
Of course he did.
So he'll be out.
Well, the Texans have issues. Their offensive line is deemed to be bottom 4 or 5 in the league. Their running back situation with Mixon out especially is very unproven. It's bulky. It's beat up. It's old in some cases. Their receivers are good though.
Problem with Houston is I think their defense is terrific.
They have a top 5 defense.
Yeah, I mean, and
then playmakers. They can not just hold you, but make plays with their defense.
Their defense is
they got great Laster and Stingley. Got great corners. Obviously the rush ends with
guys.
Hunter and Anderson are very good. So yeah. But I top to bottom, I don't know.
I think they added Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to that team.
I don't know if there's a huge talent difference between. I think there was a bigger difference in talent, it seemed, last year, Houston v. Jacksonville, as it seems now.
I'll grab a break, make the turn for home right here on The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Don't just stand there. Everything you need to turn $1 into an epic win is in your hand. Hard Rock Bet. Bet it, parlay it, boost it, however you want to do it. From wherever you are to the moon. Bet anytime a line, prop, or parlay catches your eye. And withdraw cash when you want it. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beechurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beechurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do, and plumbing is what we're great at. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
San Jose Collision in Mandarin is proud to be an I-CAR Gold Class collision repair facility. That means they meet the industry's highest training standards. Experience the difference at San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin. And over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Welcome back. This is the drill on a Super Tuesday. Don't forget to vote today.
There's no voting today. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. I mean, you want to vote on the best truck accessory shop in the whole world, and I guess you could do that. But.
Who will the safeties be for the Jaguars? Is it going to be Dewey?
I don't know. I thought that's what you were telling me yesterday. He's penciled in there. He's an or, right? Is he an or?
He's an or.
Is he an or with who's he an or with?
He's an or with Antonio Johnson. I think Dewey wins that job.
Yeah, I think if he was an or with Savage, it'd be a little tougher battle. I think
Savage and Murray, but I think Murray wins that job.
I'm not sold. I mean, I don't. We don't. I guess Murray is far from a sure thing. If you ask me, that's an old guy coming over from Houston where he hadn't been, hadn't shown to be an incredible playmaker of late. I mean, that's old for, is it? Maybe not for safety.
Yeah.
Maybe 31. Maybe we need to settle down on what's old. You could probably play pretty effective till mid-30s, right? Sure. Taking care of yourself. So, it's important who those safeties are. It's important that we stop someone this year. I mean, it was just the breakdowns. Remember the breakdowns, Dan? You just we'd have safeties and corners looking at each other. I'm dropping that guy to you. Oh, no, you didn't.
Who's the best safeties the Jags have ever had?
Ever?
Yeah.
Well,
Arnell Lake was here, Double D.
Yeah, Lake wasn't here very long.
No.
Donovan Darius is number one, no?
Yeah. We haven't had a ton of them.
You know
though,
what?
have
I
we?
mean, you may have to go back to you don't appreciate him when you have him, but like Deion Grant.
Yeah.
Would he not be top 5?
Reggie Nelson.
Yeah, they gave up on him way too early.
They gave up on him.
Yeah, I think he's still top 5, even given up on him. We have not had great safeties. We don't have a lot of Pro Bowl. How many Pro Bowls? Did Carnell Lake maybe make one? A safety's been a forgettable position around here. I mean, who's the safety? I mean, this is how forgettable it is. Who's the safety? Who's the safety before?
You ready for a
Who's the safety before Cisco?
Was it Gibson?
That's what I mean. All
Sip
right?
Squad?
No, Gibson, I thought we signed and he never played for us.
I got one last thing I want to do with you guys.
Bye-bye. Brock Marionville chasing a 90-yard run.
That wasn't it. The Jaguars have scored 8 safeties in their history.
Okay.
Do you remember any of the safeties the Jags got? U or E?
I want to say, I don't remember if we safetied them or if they safetied us, but I feel like a Sunday night game against the Ravens, there was a safety.
Didn't we lose to the Chiefs 28-2?
Yeah, that's one. I think that was a
one.
block punt. I think like Clay Harbor blocked a punt, maybe.
Now, there's credit for all 8 guys who have gotten this. Now, maybe that gives them that. I don't know.
Did we have one against the Ravens?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't tell you who they are?
I'll tell you who got the safety.
Oh, you don't.
Did Derek Marks get one?
Doesn't tell you the game?
Incorrect.
Okay. No.
I can tell you who they are. I need you guys to guess.
I'm going Seth Payne.
Incorrect.
Okay, let's give me the guy and see if we can get the game.
Oh, no, because we won't be able to because I don't know the game.
know for sure. Oh, well, then what are we trying to do?
I want you
What
to
is
guess
the
the
game?
guys who have gotten safeties
Oh,
for the
okay.
Jags. 8 of them.
Tony Brackens.
He's got one.
Okay. Calais Campbell.
Nope.
Malik Jackson.
Nope.
Clyde Simmons.
Nope.
It got Big John or Marcus Shaw have to have one.
Nope.
Wow.
Josh Allen.
Nope.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, obviously this is a random stat. How about Mike Peterson?
Nope.
How about our guy?
Every time you guess one, I'm going to give you one. That's the rest of the way.
That's fair. I have no idea. This is a total guess. Who am I thinking of? Who's our guy, man, from Penn State?
Puzz.
Yeah, what about Puzz?
Joel Smengi has one.
So Puzz is not one.
Correct. Every time you guess one wrong, I'll give you one.
All right.
You got Brackens and Smengi.
How about Paul Spicer?
7th round pick. Rob Meyer.
All right. How about Daryl Smith?
Yes. I'll still give you one. Marcel Darius.
Huh. How many are left? Is that
3?
3 left?
3 that you'll never get.
Are they? Because they must.
2 of them you'll say.
Must be like a safety. There's like.
Did they play for us?
There's like a safety, like Wilson.
How about Greg Favors?
Wow, linebacker, Mississippi State.
Yeah. How about?
I don't remember Greg Favors playing for us though.
Leon Jacobs. You thought his most famous play was getting run over by Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
You're wrong. He got a safety.
Leon Jacobs had a hell of a... I once played golf with... My dad took me to play golf when I was a kid with all his work guys, and I birdied the first hole and then proceeded to shoot 110, and I would always say I had a good front 1 and a bad back 17.
Mm-hmm.
That was Leon Jacobs' career in Jacksonville. He had a good, first 2 weeks there, and then it was just steadily downhill.
And
I blame the luncher for Jacobs. He's a Wisconsin guy.
And last and maybe least, J.T. Thomas.
Oh, J.T. Thomas. I don't even know what position that is, boss. That's a linebacker? J.T. Thomas.
Greg Favors played the fewest games of the lot, 16. Darius only played 30 for us, but very memorable. Leon Jacobs, 29. J.T. Thomas, 31.
J.T. Thomas played 31 games for the Jags.
Yes,
he was a linebacker, right?
Yeah.
He was pretty fast.
Yeah, number 52, J.T. Thomas. Shout out.
J.T. Thomas.
Played 6 seasons for the Giants, Jaguars, and Bears.
Not to be confused with former Steeler J.T. Thomas, who in the Steel Curtain.
That would be correct.
J.T. Thomas, West Virginia. Is that where he came from? Is that our guy?
That's our guy. E, get us out.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All righty. Tony Smith down at Jags practice today. Jaguars today on the road. Good morning, Tone.
Morning, guys. Last day open to the public, and there's a pretty good crowd out here again.
Good deal. Yeah, it is the last day open to the public. What are you guys going to have planned for us today?
Yeah, we'll be catching up with Jack Kaiser, scheduled to join us at some point in the show this morning. I know John Shipley's going to hop on with us as well, as he'll give us his thoughts on training camp here today. Our question of the day, reacting to what everyone's reacting to, a depth chart that likely means nothing, but it has been released. So we will react to it a little bit with what we see there on the Jaguars' initial depth chart heading into the preseason game this weekend against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, my brother. Have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. It's coming up momentarily, Jeff. We have grinded through a Super Tuesday.
That's
Tomorrow,
what we do.
Hump Day Wednesday.
Already excited. It's been a